Doors closing.
Hi, this is Ryan Hoppy's mom, and you're listening to Happy Hour.
Welcome back to Happy Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Yes, now. What? Now. If I hit this button, boom, the whole program's gonna start.
Okay, well, hit it.
All right.
Happy Hour starts in 4, 3, 2. Happy. This is Happy Hour with Hoppe.
Where we at? Always going in, never doubt it. Never worry about the dollar. Need a source or trending topic. Be the hottest, search about his competition. Microscopic, never copied. I'm a giant rolling weed up, now we flying. H-O-P-P-E. 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 You already know Happy Hour in your system.
Oh, yeah. What up? What's happening? This is Happy Hour. I am your host, Ryan Hoppe, hanging out with you for the next hour. 856-49-HOPPE. That's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. You can always email me, RyanHoppeRadio@gmail.com. If this is the first time you're listening to my show, and maybe you heard me back in the day on a radio show, or maybe you know me from Illinois, hi, my name's Ryan Hoppe, if you don't know me, and I am the host of this award-winning, nationally syndicated radio show. You never know what we might talk about. We do talk about celebrity news, dating, and sex. But if I give you dating advice and you don't take it, and I end up being right, nothing makes me more mad. I'll have friends ask me, I think this girl's the one for me, but she's not responding to me. And I'll be like, yeah, she's banging other dudes. And they go, no, she's the one for me. And then I find out a week later that she's banging other dudes. So when I tell you that you need to listen to me when I give dating advice, that is absolutely, positively the truth. All right, enough of this music. Because this is a Saturday show, we don't have any of the prep from the prep service today. So let's go right into TMZ.
Today on TMZ.
Okay, this is pretty shocking. So Simon Cowell says a couple once walked up to him and said,
would you judge us having sex?
I didn't.
We'll pay you. Well, how much?
It was 150 grand.
It was 150 grand, yeah.
You know, like for any average Joe, you get asked to watch a couple have sex. You would probably, stick around and, do it. But Simon Cowell, that's chump change to him.
He said he thought about it.
He thought about it?
It's not a bad sort of reality competition show.
That's the show. Simon's the judge. America loves porn.
No, the triple X factor. It's right there.
Bad news for Diddy. Cassie is very pregnant and about...
Yeah, she's like real pregnant. Like, when you see a girl and you're not sure if they've just been drinking a lot of beer and gained some weight, especially women in Cleveland, or if you see a girl and she's like really pregnant and you're like, that girl's really pregnant. Like Cassie might be one of the most pregnant looking girls ever. Like her belly is huge. There's like 2 bowling balls in there.
About to hit the stand for his trial.
It is bad news for Diddy.
It looks so much worse for him. She was with Diddy for 11 years and she never wanted to have a family with him. That's how unhappy and unsafe she was. She's only been with Alex since 2019 and they are about to have 3 kids.
I think she looks like a recovered victim.
Yes.
Jennifer Lopez is explaining how she broke the news of her divorce to her children because her kids were close to Ben Affleck's kids. So the way she broke it to them was by saying, I promise you, I'm going to come out of this stronger and better. The way she let them know was by...
Of course, J-Lo had to make it about her. The same J-Lo that wonders why everyone hates her.
Saying, I'm going to be okay.
If you're breaking it to the kids, it should be about them, not you.
I'm sure she threw in like a, you'll be fine too.
Okay.
I spoke to Grammy Award-winning Christian rapper, Lecrae. Surely God would be down with what you do.
I love Lecrae. I don't believe in God. I think it's nonsense. I think people don't like the idea that you won't exist when you die. But I like Christian rap, you know what I mean? After this segment, I'll play the rapper Machete Moses that I met at a Christian convention in 07. Religious rap is good, man. It ain't bad.
I would say so. Yes, absolutely.
You didn't ask him about the Pope?
That would have been a good one.
I was thinking all morning about this Pope vote because the black smoke has come up twice now. How do you campaign for Pope?
White smoke. Oh, white smoke?
White smoke? They picked one?
No, that's coming out of your car.
Life. It's a beautiful miracle that everyone cherishes. Unless they're on trial for a lot of horrible stuff, in which case it's probably not so great.
So, bad news for Diddy. Cassie is very pregnant and about to hit the stand.
All right, so we heard that earlier. Okay. 856-49-HOPPY. That's 856-494-6773.
As the trial for Sean Diddy Combs begins, prosecutors are having trouble contacting one alleged victim.
Yeah, you know, they might have been paid off to just go away.
The trial for the disgraced media mogul entered its early stages May 5th, with jury selection happening over the following days. According to NBC News, lead prosecutor Maureen Comey told U.S. District Judge Arun Subramanian the
what a name.
prosecution had been unable to contact a witness identified as victim 3 in the indictment.
Yeah.
According to the outlet, while prosecutors claim the unnamed woman, who reportedly previously said she'd wanted to use her real name while testifying despite the option to use a pseudonym, has, quote, very personal and explosive details about abuse she allegedly suffered under Sean Diddy Combs. Comey told the judge, however, that the prosecution has been unable to make contact with the woman's lawyer.
That's bad.
That they're unsure the woman would even show up in court if they are even able to make contact or issue a subpoena to do so. Attorney Tenny Garagos, who is on the defense team for Diddy, asked that her team receives an answer on victim's 3 appearance by May 9th.
I'm very curious about how this case is going to end. Either he gets life in prison or he's found free.
For NBC News. In September, Diddy was arrested and charged with racketeering, sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion, and transportation to engage in prostitution.
That's not good.
The 55-year-old has pled not guilty to his charges and has denied any wrongdoing.
Yeah, like I say every show, it would be hilarious if Diddy was like, yeah, you know, I raped him, I did it, yeah. Of course he's going to say no. The hell is he going to say here? All right. Here's the deal. We were just playing that clip on TMZ from the rapper Lecrae. And there's this rapper. I went to a Christian convention, a Catholic convention 18 years ago in 2007. And I met this guy. I cannot find any of his music online. He only has like 3 songs uploaded on YouTube, and they're all like 18 years old. There is nothing about him online. His name is Machete Moses. And he has a song called Zombie Nation. So here's the deal. We're going to come back on Happy Hour on this weekend edition. Most radio shows you listen to are only on Monday through Friday. But here, I'll do 6 days a week for you, baby.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppyRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Happy Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Diamonds, the gifts you really want.
Buy your earrings here. $59.99. These have a manufacturer's suggested retail price of $200. So shop with us.
Yo, this song is dedicated to anyone who's getting sick and tired of buying products from companies that make celebrities rich. Just so the following month, the next up-and-coming star can tell us what we just bought is no longer fashionable. Commander, I'm calling about the nation. They got no motivation because television made their brain numb. zombie. Oh, we wanna be a celeb, but not the poor that beg, or the veteran with a peg leg. We wanna be beautiful, rich, and famous, even if we live lives that are poisonous, making us cancerous, acting scandalous for 50 minutes of fame. It's our life so shallow that we'll swallow the game called the rat race of life, where we submit ourselves to the media's lies. Open your eyes, there's a whole lot of satellites up in the skies, connecting us together like umbilical cords. It's time to cut it off with a sword. They're molding your mind. When will you wake up and realize it's time that this matrix that we live in is a heaven, but it's not quite hell unless you're someone easy for the companies to sell. Things that you don't need, I repeat, things you don't need. Commander, commander, I'm calling about the nation. They got no motivation because television made their brain numb. It's got the hots for the idiot box to drain my brain. Commander, commander, I'm calling about the nation. They got no motivation because television made their brain numb. Every time I think of it, I go insane, like jumping out a plane in a hurricane. Cause we will never obtain the things that we see in the magazines. $200 for some ripped up jeans. You paid a whole lot of money to look like you don't care, but I'm aware you're not working anywhere that involves a paintbrush. Take your stupid image off, throw it in the toilet, push, bye-bye. But the TV says bye-bye. Oh God, I'm so excited, I got my little iPod. But the moment that I feared, it's not here, and I hate it, it's outdated. Now they got an iPod that plays movies. Man, I just spent all of my money. My apartment doesn't even have electricity running. Move, please, I'm in line, it's time. Bye, 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 bye. Money spender, I'm in debt, Get these voices out my head. I don't wanna look like you, and I don't wanna drive your car. I don't need to be rich, and I don't need to be a star. And I will not feel alone, cause unlike you, I have a back. Commander, I'm calling about the nation. They got no motivation because television made their brain numb. Commander, I'm calling about the nation. They got no motivation because television made their brain numb.
Oh, yeah. That was Machete Moses with Zombie Nation. And here they are in their music video demolishing a car.
Hey. Dude, that was amazing.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. That's what I sounded like last night when I was watching porno.
Oh my god.
Alrighty. 856-49-HOPPY. It's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppy Radio. There's this riveting headline.
Wow! Happy hot topic!
Taylor Swift's rep is speaking out after Justin Baldoni's lawyers reportedly subpoenaed the music superstar in his and Blake Lively's ongoing It Ends With Us legal saga.
Yeah, you know, Taylor Swift wants nothing to do with this.
A statement from Taylor's team obtained by NBC News on May 9th spoke out against the development and explained why they believe there's no justifiable reason to use her as a witness in the case.
It's cloud chasing. It's like when my former boss, Rover's Morning Glory, Rover up in Cleveland, when he shoved that undercover cop to the ground, he subpoenaed Howard Stern or whatever. Like, it's like a publicity stunt.
Taylor Swift never set foot on the set of this movie. She was not involved in any casting or creative decisions. She did not score the film, she never saw an edit, or made any notes on the film.
Yeah, so she pretty much was just used by Blake Lively. Because I'm not a big Taylor Swift fan. I don't like what she does for women. Women never take accountability. But the ones that listen to her, rather. But I will tell you, the one thing I do like about Taylor is she seems like a nice enough person. You do wonder what the catch is, but still.
She did not even see It Ends With Us until weeks after its public release.
And I bet she thought it was terrible. Why? Because Blake Lively is the main person.
And was traveling around the globe during 2023 and 2024, headlining the biggest tour in history. The statement read, referencing Taylor's blockbuster Eras Tour. The connection Taylor had to this film was permitting the use of one song, My Tears Ricochet, given that her involvement was licensing a song for the film, which 19 other artists also did. This document subpoena is designed to use Taylor Swift's name to draw public interest by creating tabloid clickbait instead of focusing on the facts of the case.
I love it. The facts of the case is that this is, not reputable. We're being scammed.
The statement concluded, Lively and Baldoni have been embroiled in a heated legal saga, stemming from Lively's accusations of sexual harassment against Baldoni. In addition to her claims that he took part in an alleged smear campaign to tarnish her reputation.
Yeah, he did. I love how Blake Lively ruined someone else's life, but then whenever Baldoni would respond and defend himself, unless he identifies as a woman for some reason, she was like, no, you can't defend yourself. I can only throw you under the bus. It doesn't work that way, honey.
The Jane the Virgin alum has denied all allegations and hit back with his own legal filings against Lively.
Lively seems okay, man. Like, I'm sure he's got kind of an ego or whatever. Seems like a nice enough guy.
Her husband, Ryan Reynolds, and their publicist.
Yeah, and then the big thing this week was that Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce unfollowed her
for alleged defamation and more claims, which they have denied. Swift is a longtime friend of Lively's and was previously mentioned in a complaint from Baldoni's team.
They're showing a picture of Taylor Swift, Ice Spice, and Blake Lively at the Super Bowl last year when the Chiefs won. And that was when Ice Spice looked like little orphan Annie.
That claimed Lively referred to herself as the Game of Thrones character Khaleesi.
Yeah. Khaleesi's a bitch.
And called Swift one of her dragons.
Oh, yeah. I bet when you pull down your pants down there, it's a dragon.
In an alleged text message thread. Lively and Baldoni's case is set to go to trial in March 2026.
All right, so there's that. 856-49-HOPPY. It's 856-494-6773. Oh, yeah. What the hell is going on right here? I saw this, and this is just hilarious, kind of.
Whoa! Happy Hot Topic!
It's not about ideology or...
It's Fox News.
It's not about...
I did.
Oh my goodness. Fox News contributor Cameron Kinsey fainting in the middle of a live broadcast.
Yeah, she fainted. She just went down. Also, that was the smartest thing I've ever heard on Fox News.
Ideology or it's not about...
Oh my goodness.
She just falls.
Fox News contributor Cameron Kinsey fainting in the middle of a live broadcast.
It was like a fall, too. The way she fell, she really fell.
We're just going to get some help here for Cameron.
The morning after, Fox News releasing a statement saying Cameron was seen by medical professionals, treated and cleared, and is now feeling much better.
Yeah. It made her famous. No one really thinks about Cameron Kinsey unless you're Republican, and then I don't want to be around you.
It's not about ideology or it's not about...
She's so overwhelmed by the amount of lies she's spewing that she fainted.
Oh my goodness. It's not the first time something like this has happened on air.
Bad news for the Obama administration. We have this new CNN ORC poll, which is quite a
yeah, you can always hear when they're starting to drone off.
turnaround
I feel like I shouldn't laugh, but
It happened to then pregnant CNN anchor Poppy Harlow in...
That's when it's a little alarming. When you're just a dumb blonde on Fox News, that probably uses your teeth, I don't care. But when there's a pregnant woman and there's a kid in the belly...
2016.
I got a little hot and I passed out for a moment. I am fine.
And of course...
Our first...
Wendy Williams dressed up as the Statue of Liberty.
First caress.
The way she fell is so fucking dramatic. So there's that. What a world we live in. I don't know. I have like 3 headlines about Bill Belichick's girlfriend, whatever. When I go into a full-blown rant about a dummy like her, it's a little tiring. Because I bring all my passion to it. And you should know that. I'm pretty passionate about radio. All right. I have an announcement. I have CNN breaking news. I have something that I'm very excited to discuss. And this is something that I'm bringing up that most people would not admit, which is the audience of their very podcast.
This is CNN breaking news.
We have record-breaking listens of Happy Hour in the last year. So there's been years I've had like 90,000 downloads. I know the whole thing in Cleveland. 70 downloads. And if you want to see my explanation of that, it's on YouTube. Type in Ryan Happy 70. But anytime I've gotten like 90,000 downloads or whatever, it would be like interviewing Bob from the Bob and Tom show when he was retiring, or Eric Zane when he got fired from Free Beer and Howings, and I love Eric Zane. And I get like 100,000 listens there. But my individual talk show always has been a grind. I had a crappy co-host last year that was a local nightclub DJ that's no longer my friend. Nobody was listening to that. We maybe had, I don't know, 3,000 listens in 8 months. It was terrible. But I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, in the last year, for this talk show, not just the interviews, we had 25,000 listens of all my interviews last year. Everybody from Johnny Dare in Kansas City to all of that. Tom Bernard, all the big names. Mike North, whatever. But for this individual show of me just talking, right, enough of that music. We have reached a milestone. We have 25,000 listeners in a year. I am very proud. I'm very grateful. And yes, it's a little more than 70, I would like to say. 20,000 of you mutants decided to listen to this strange show. I doubled the audience I had in the last 12 months since doing this show by myself than the previous audience I had in the last 2 years. You know what I mean? The last 2 years, I've had 10,000 individual listens when it came to just the talk show portion. So I had like 20,000 listens in 2 years, and I got that in a year. So it's only up and up from here. And you know what really helped? Was trolling Rover. How did I troll him? I never made that logo. It's all alleged. Come on, man. I love how radio hosts can bust my balls for 10 years and whatever. But when I make fun of them, they're sensitive. But then again, they're Gen X douchebags. What else do you expect?
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
RyanHappyRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Happy Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
This is for my true soldiers right here. I spit this from the heart here. It's real, baby. Sing it for me. We want our true soldiers, soldiers, soldiers. A true soldier, 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 soldier. This for my true soldiers, like Big Turk and Big Shim, Big Al. We here with you from the bone to the skin. Trail got lights at 14. How the fuck we go win? They gave Big Turk on content. Now we pour going out here. And Big Head, he back again. They might flip my lip rope. They gave Craig 30 years, cause this nigga he spoke. It's no joke, end up in coke. The white man got it. You say yes sir to him, but you won't cause me problem. Lay down, go do your time. I got your kids, I got your mom, I got the school clothes on time, man. We could you my partner. Bronson, you know I got you. Gator, I see you later. Mind you wonder why your child so bad. I need paper, they got soldiers in Angola. Innocent nigga, but they went in front the judge with a public defender. And I was raised by some thugs. They locked up, but they all dead. Could've took probation, but they solid and they hard-headed.
No matter what they say or do, no, they can't take that away from you. Whether you're here, whether you're far away from here, you can't be real, you can't be real. And even though life must go on, I'm sending out to you this love song. Memories keep playing over and over. You are the true soldier.
Man, I post up and the gang strong. Gonna be here till the gang gone, till it's all over. Gonna be a soldier. If I change up, I feel wrong. Got a lot of soldiers done did shit, done took licks and came home. Got a lot of partners done got pocket, stayed silent and still gone. Got a lot of soldiers did deserve the shit, man. Late at night, I still moan. From Pimp C to C murder, been a real person, I feel from. From Tupac to B.I.G. Soldier Slim, R.I.P. Say Coop, I'm still with you. That's 6 niggas to bitch niggas. And all the mamas that sick with it, you just know what you mean to me. Through all the trials and hard times, you still smile, you're a queen of me. I tell you what, you be strong, girl, you ain't wrong, I vouch for you. You tried your best, that nigga there. Girl, ma, I go out to you. From hanging out the roof, throwing deuces in the picture booth. Chilling in the coop, in the casket, and I'm missing you. To get your ass back, you wouldn't imagine what a nigga do. I'm all by myself, niggas is real.
No matter what they say or do, no, they can't take that away from you. Whether you're here, whether you're far away from here, you can't be real, you can't be real. And even though life must go on, I'm sending out to you this love song. Memories keep playing over and over. You are a true soldier.
This for my true soldiers right here. Boom. Bole, my true soldiers like Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, them true soldiers right there, you heard me? My true soldiers resting in peace. Live, deep pitch, big road, crowd niggas. And I got love.
It's Lil Boozy. True soldier. In 2008. That's what we do on this show, is we play the throwbacks that are unlicensed. I can't just play it like Get Low because it's licensed. Oh, sure. I got it.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Whatever.
Happy Hour will be right back.
One more time.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Air horn. Oh, yeah. This following segment has been brought to you by the best Delta 8 CBD honey around. Daisy Beezy Honey. At DZBZHoney.com. When I tell you they got the best Delta 8 CBD honey around, I'm a man of my words. It comes in the form of a lollipop. Lick the lollipop, the upper. A honey stick or a jar of honey. However the hell you want to get high. Go to DZBZHoney.com and at checkout use promo code Hoppe, HOPPE. This is also being brought to you by Fortify.com, FORTIFEYE.com. We're the best pre and post workout around. At checkout use promo code Ryan20. All right, we're going to come back on Happy Hour. Let me turn off this music. And we're going to keep this party going right after this.
Doors closing.
And now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
It's Happy Hour.
Hey, this is Justin Schlegel from the Justin Scott and Spiegel Morning Show on 98 Rock in Baltimore, and you are listening to Hoppy Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Hey, this is Tom Bernard, and you are listening to Hoppy Hour with my friend Ryan Hoppe.
Hey, it's Tony Zaza, and you're listening to Ryan Hoppe with Hoppy Hour.
Warning. Listening to Hoppy Hour may cause sudden bursts of laughter in public.
Hoppy Hour. Hoppy Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Oh yeah. It's time for that AI song that mispronounces my name.
This is the theme to Hoppy Hour. The theme to Hoppy Hour. Oh wow.
I got it.
With Ryan Hoppe, bring in the power. Let's laugh, let's dance right now.
Woo-hoo!
Pop, pop, shoo up in the tower. Silly jokes, the last will shower.
I got it.
Ryan's here with all the chatter. Really matters. Hoppy Hour is the thing with Ryan
Hoppe.
Y'all sing.
Get it right.
Friends and let's all
AI is supposed to be so smart, but they mispronounce my name.
Scooby-Doo and Wacky Tunes.
I love Scooby-Doo. Used to watch it before preschool.
Is he fun and all the loons? Hops.
Hoppy.
Raise the moves, catch the wave and ride the fun. With Hoppy Hour, we're never done. Ryan Hoppe, number one.
Hoppy.
Come and join us, everyone. Hoppy Hour is the thing with Ryan Hoppe. We all sing.
Oh, yeah.
And let's all swing.
Beat drop.
Hop, hop, hop.
856-49 Hoppy. That's 856-494-6773. Leave me a voicemail. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. Always email me, RyanHoppeRadio@gmail.com.
Hour is the thing with Ryan Hoppe. We all sing. Grab your friends and let's all swing. It's the theme of What a Zing.
Whoa! Hoppy Hot Topic!
What's going on with Jason Kelsey?
Jason Kelsey is showing off his weight loss. While participating in the 2025 Truist Championship Pro-Am Golf Tournament in Philadelphia May 7th,
Philly.
the former Philadelphia Eagles lineman briefly takes off his shirt, revealing a noticeably trimmer waistline.
Yeah, he was pretty overweight when he played football, but he was also a lineman, so he kind of had to be. And a lot of times, these guys that are really fat when they play, they lose weight.
In a video posted on the PGA Tour's Instagram May 8th, Jason talks to a fellow golfer about his weight loss journey.
I hope he actually earned it and didn't just do Ozempic.
You lost a little weight.
I'm trying.
Oh, yeah?
About 270, played at 295.
The nearly 30-pound drop comes more than a year after Jason retired from the NFL back in March 2024.
Because they got to eat a lot of food. It's kind of like Michael Phelps as well. Like the amount of food they're eating, they're pooping all day, bruh.
With the 37-year-old previously sharing his future goal weight, telling GQ in a June 2024 interview, I weigh 295 for the majority of my NFL career, and I look forward to losing some of those pounds.
Yeah, but why'd you tell GQ? No one reads that. You could have just said that on your podcast, something people actually listen to, like my show.
I feel like for some reason 250 to 260 feels like I'll be still big and be happy with the way I look. So while the father of four who shares daughters 5-year-old Wyatt, 4-year-old Elliot,
It's weird. When I heard Wyatt, I was like, he didn't have a boy.
2-year-old Bennett, and 2-month-old Finley with wife Kylie Kelsey.
Gosh, you're so freaking hot. Sit on my lap.
Still has a ways to go before reaching that magic number, he's already feeling the benefits.
I bet he's better in bed, too.
Explaining, my back already feels better, my knees already feel better.
I will say, I was having back pain during January when I was fat as hell. I lost like 7 pounds, because I'm not going to do fucking Ozempic, okay? I'm going to earn it. The way by swimming, by lifting, by the way that you should do it.
So another 20 pounds hopefully will make that much more adept at playing with my children.
Father of the Year. And I really mean that. Because if you're listening to my show and you're a deadbeat dad, you're a loser. Can't stand deadbeat dads. You make all men look bad.
May comment under this YouTube video and be like, oh, you're breeding like rabbits, or you're crazy, or are you trying to follow in your mom's footsteps? Are you going to have 19?
Well, shut up, honey.
Jessa Duggar is clapping back at the haters. During a May 8th YouTube video, the 19 Kids and Counting alum takes aim at those criticizing her and husband Ben Seawald's decision to expand their family.
Yeah, these Christians, man, they're freaking weird. Why do you want so many kids? Like, I know once they're born, hopefully you love them. Hopefully they change your life. But I'm telling you, I don't know if you guys know this. It's an ongoing bit on my show. But I got a vasectomy.
Did you know that Ryan Hoppe got a vasectomy? Well, now you know. And we aren't even sure why we told you.
Okay, so when it comes to people saying negative opinions, I know this is not the case for everyone.
Yeah.
But for me personally, I've never had anybody walk up to my face and be nasty or rude.
That's how haters work.
Honestly,
I've seen Kelta in public, and he's a little bitch. I said hi to him, and he hid. But on the radio, he's the big, bad, fat wolf.
I have heard a lot of rude and unnecessary comments, but generally, those are just online.
Why do celebrities think that they need to clap back, as they say, at all the haters? When you do that, you are giving the haters credit. You are giving the haters power.
You know, people may comment under this YouTube video and be like, oh, you're breeding like rabbits. Or you're crazy. Or are you trying to follow in your mom's footsteps? Are you going to have 19?
Yeah.
Jessa, who shares kids 9-year-old son Spurgeon, 8-year-old son Henry, 5-year-old daughter Ivy, 3-year-old daughter Fern, and 1-year-old son George with Ben,
that's a lot.
Announced back in March that she was pregnant with her 6th child.
I love like when these celebrities really care. Like, you should be focused on being a mom to 5 kids. I know you're just making a video for 2 minutes out of the day, but you probably had to edit it. You probably did different takes. Focus on other things, honey.
With the former reality star then giving insight into how she deals with negative opinions about her family.
I think at the end of the day, it really comes down to being confident in the decisions that we've made as a family.
Yeah, you have no confidence in your face now. You look very insecure.
As a couple and before God. And
oh, shut up. The only time I've ever heard, oh God, in my house is a girl riding me.
And we don't live for the opinions or the approval of other people.
If that was the truth, you wouldn't be making this video. All right, so there's that. This is what their house sounds like. I just... Shut up! God, I got close to knocking up my first girlfriend. And then like 8 months later, she was engaged. And then like 9 months after that, she had a kid. That could have been me. But you know what happened? I'm the pull-out king. I'm telling you, you got to listen to me. I want to give you guys pull-out advice. When you are starting to feel any bit of a sensation during sex, you're banging a girl from behind or whatever you're doing, and you start to go, oh, it feels good. Get out, abort, or then you'll have to abort.
Happy hour. Happy hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppyRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Happy Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Y'all now in tune with something beautiful right here. Something epic. This
nice guy. I leave that to them dudes that shoot hoops. I'd rather roll through in a new coupe with chicks that get 200 to do shoots. Rolling a shooby doobie while we listen to smooth grooves. Dude, I tried to told you I'm hot like magma and keep a mirror. I'm stashed up in the Dodge Magnum near the stash of the Magnums. Never know which one I'ma use. Right there I got a couple people confused. Cause I never lose, I never snooze. Pop shit and I pop this shit to knock you out of your shoes. I shut down crews and rock tailor-made suits and Louis shoes. It's hard to do what I do. Stunning like Evil Knievel, keep a watch face see-through. I do this for my people selling through they screen though. My mom said I was a walking felony cause I kept 16s in the closet like Kelly. Shot with the fellas. Dogs ain't barking at them, chickens ain't clucking at them, pigs ain't searching at them, birds ain't chirping. I'ma hurt them up, hurt them up, hurt them up, hurt them up. I'm a hustler for real. My dogs ain't barking at them, chickens ain't clucking at them, pigs ain't searching at them, birds ain't chirping. I'ma hurt them up, hurt them up, hurt them up, hurt them up. I'm a hustler for real. Nah, dog, I'm not a mad rapper. I'm a disgruntled MC and I teach you dudes about tussling with me. Truth is, I hate these marks. I should pull this jammy and spark and leave these rappers handicap park. And when you see your boy out, bow down or kiss the ring. With a crew about myself, I ain't worried about a thing. This is Shot City, man. Where the f you from? How your chick can't go if she ain't gobbling. My partner Supreme told me flows hard on these monkeys. I hit Pro Gems and told them make my wrist chunky. Chain hung like donkey. And for them dudes who want it, nickname beautiful, keep them brass on me. Homie, I'm funky like woo. Leg shots to let you know that I'm serious. When them blocks get hot, I'm in the streets bare chested. I got money invested, easy tested. My dogs ain't barking at them, chickens ain't clucking at them, pigs ain't searching at them, birds ain't chirping. I'ma hurt them up, hurt them up, hurt them up, hurt them up. I'm a hustler for real. My dogs ain't barking at them, chickens ain't clucking at them, pigs ain't searching at them, birds ain't chirping. I'ma hurt them up, hurt them up, hurt them up. I'm a hustler for real.
This ain't the young and restless. You could say the drama like support boy. Put your life on pause like a comma. When you cutting corners and you stacking money, again turn comedians, man, they get to acting funny. I know the MCs, the real MCs. J-Mo same boo, man, them was shopping with me. Get a pumpkin head in front of your little daughter. You a broke pop machine, you out of order. I'ma come and get you. Don't make me hit you for shells like a snail or an armadillo. Watch your blue lights with the blue films, slice it, make him look like he got gills. This ain't artificial, man, this real. Throw him in Lake Michigan and hope the nigga can't swim. And if he can't, I guess he won't live. Giving names, get your change, he ain't hate a bill. That nothing, Charlie. Let's go. I am the grain.
I'm a hustler for real. My dogs ain't barking at them, chickens ain't clucking at them, pigs ain't searching at them, birds ain't chirping. I'ma hurt them up, hurt them up, hurt them up, hurt them up. I'm a hustler for real.
Oh yeah, that was Vi and GLC with Herda. Love that song. I used to record the B96 After Party, which was a hip hop show in Chicago. And that song was very popular then.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Oh yeah. What up? What's happening? This is Happy Hour. I am your host, Ryan Hoppe, hanging out with you. And you. And don't think I forgot about you. This following segment has been brought to you by Amir Academy of Martial Arts at amiracademy.com. 2700 22nd Street North, and that's in St. Petersburg. When I tell you he's the best MMA trainer around, I'm a man of my words. Women's self-defense classes, kids classes, MMA classes, whatever the hell you need. Amir Academy of Martial Arts at amiracademy.com. Monday will be lucky number 13 episode of the Hammer and Hank Show with Henry Oakes and Ryan Hoppe. You can find it by typing in HAMMERIN Hank on this podcast feed. And there's a playlist on Spotify. And here he is with his award-winning PSA about having autism. Because he is a radio legend that worked with those bullies known as JV and Elvis.
Hello again. It's your favorite San Francisco DJ, Hammer and Hank. I may look normal, but the truth is, I have a condition known as autism. That's right, it's a condition, not a disease. Fact is, autism can strike anyone, regardless of who they are. People with autism normally have difficulties in verbal and non-verbal communication skills, social interactions, and leisure activities. In a recent study, people with autism are less likely to have a job and more likely to become homeless. I beat the odds by having loving friends and family, having a college education. I have even worked in the San Francisco Bay Area as an honored personality for many years. Always remember that people with autism want the same things as you, to be happy and successful. To find out more about autism, please contact your local mental health center or visit autismspeech.org. This is Hammer and Hank, and I appreciate your kindness.
Doors closing.
Now, something completely different.
Okay.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
It's Hoppe Hour!
Me, right.
Hey, what's up? It's Babs from Wild 94.1, the afternoon diva. Shout out my guy Ryan Hoppe. Make sure you tune in to Hoppe Hour, the best 60 minutes of your life.
Hey, this is Meredith from O and the Freak Show on Wild 94.1 in Tampa Bay, and you're listening to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Yo, what's going on? It's Joey Franchise, Poppy Shampoo from Wild 94.1, and you're listening to Hoppe Hour with my dog, Ryan Hoppe.
Hey, I'm Chaparral, and you're listening to Hoppe Hour with my boy Ryan Hoppe.
Triggering middle-aged dudes since 2012.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is.
I got it.
Listen to a radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Oh, what's going on?
Ryan's tall like the sky.
I got it.
6'9", he's fly.
Oh, thanks, bud.
From Chicago to the Bay.
Mm-hmm. With a little bit of Cleveland.
St. Pete, he'll stay.
I got it.
Talk of love and fame.
Woohoo!
Dating life's his game.
It is my game, and you better listen to me.
News on stars he spills.
I've dated some real sociopaths.
Laughter fills.
Oh, what's going on?
Happy Hour, all you need.
Yeah.
Rich and Ely, take a seat.
Yeah, bitch.
Ryan's got the groove.
Oh, really?
Happy Hour makes you move. A cat by his side.
Oh, sweet Luna.
In Florida they reside.
There she is. Just walking down the street singing, do I did it, done, did it. Oh, that's my cat. This was her as we were driving during the hurricane. She wouldn't shut up like a woman. Well, she has a female cat. If you're on the work site, just blare this for the next 10 seconds so that your boss has no idea what it is. If you're in a factory in Cleveland or a landscaper in Florida, just blare this.
Happy Hot Topic.
Charlize Theron's greatest role doesn't come with accolades. The actress, 49,
God, she looks freaking good for 49. As I say, sit on my lap.
recently revealed how her daughters Jackson, 12, and August, 9, feel about their mom's entertainment career.
Yeah.
My children have zero respect for me, Theron shared while on Jimmy Kimmel Live on Thursday.
Maybe because you're a bitch.
It's just unbelievable. I feel like I'm pretty humble, but every once in a while I'm like,
you're their mom. They don't care that you made movies.
There's a F King Oscar right there. They are so not impressed with me. Theron's kids have been more enthralled with a fellow movie star over their famous mom. Even after they joined her on set of the new action film.
Yeah, you know she's trying really hard to get her kids to like her.
Famous mom. Even after they joined her on set of the new action film Old Guard 2. I was picking up my youngest from dance yesterday, and we drove past the new Mission Impossible poster where Tom Cruise is hanging onto some yellow plane. And he just looks really cool, she recalled. My kids were with me when I shot Old Guard 2, and I worked on this incredibly intricate sequence where we brought in this amazing helicopter pilot, Fred North, and we were going to choreograph this incredible me fighting helicopters.
I feel like she tries too hard to get her kids to like her.
And jumping on this real helicopter and hanging off. Theron added, shooting 99% of it on a real helicopter as it's trying to shake me off like a rag doll.
Yeah.
We took like 2 weeks to shoot this sequence, she explained. And I was like, wow, I just did that. That's really amazing. And my child yesterday just looked at this poster of Tom Cruise and went, it's weird. He looks so much cooler than you did when you were hanging off the helicopter.
What a dickhead.
Of course, the Mad Max Fury Road star called her little ones out for their observations. In 2004, Theron took home her...
It sounds like you have some Nepo baby brats. I can see how you'd be offended too. I don't ever condone smacking a kid, but my God, what a brat. Oh yeah, Bob, you're putting your body on the line, you're making a movie. Whatever. You're buying us everything with your money. Whatever. Shut up.
Liev Schreiber is commenting on his 16-year-old daughter Kai coming out as trans.
Yeah, here's the thing. Everybody that makes fun of trans people needs to shut the fuck up. Let them exist. I don't quite get it. I love being a guy. I love my penis. This morning I was really erect when I woke up, and you do that thing in the mirror where you're like, wow, I'm actually not that small. But I'm telling you, I could not imagine having a vagina. But if someone else wants to, whatever. And by the way, a shout out to Liev Schreiber. That show known as Ray Donovan, and the movie as well. A top notch, one of the greatest shows ever. Besides the Abby season when she had cancer. But I'm telling you, Liev Schreiber also once tweeted at me and said, thanks, bud, because I told him he was the best.
After his and ex-wife Naomi Watts' 16-year-old daughter Kai came out as transgender, the X-Men actor is speaking publicly about his support for her transition.
He's known for X-Men? What? I thought he was known for Ray Donovan.
Liev tells Variety in an article published on May 8th, Kai was always who Kai is, but I suppose the most profound moment was her asking us to change her pronouns.
Wow. So I guess he was in X-Men Origins. He's Ray Donovan, dude!
To be honest with you, it didn't feel like that big of a deal to me, only because Kai had been so feminine for so long. The 57-year-old goes on to say how proud he is of his daughter's confidence and resilience as she finds strength in her identity.
And I'm seeing comments below, he failed as a father. Who the fuck cares what gender his kid wants to be? It's actually a good thing that he's standing by his kid and defending the kid, unlike deadbeat pieces of shit like Elon Musk.
Kai is such a fighter. It's important that she goes, hey, I am trans and look at me. However, Liev knows that not all trans youth have many of the luxuries that his daughter does.
Yeah, not a lot of them.
The child of celebrity parents.
I want to be nice when I say this, but sometimes I'll see people that I feel like got half the operation, and I'm like, I'm sorry, you couldn't afford the rest.
Because of this, he explains that he, Kai, and his wife Taylor Neeson will be supporting the Ali Forney Center, an organization that provides housing and support for homeless LGBTQ youth.
I love it. Maybe it's because I had two bisexual girlfriends or whatever, but I'm telling you, I'm very pro gay rights, and if someone wants to cut off their dick, whatever.
He adds, this isn't just about representing the trans community. This is actually a community of people who don't have great resources, who don't have access to help, who aren't being protected and looked after by their families.
Here's the thing, though. It doesn't really impact your life. I don't think drag queens should be reading to kindergartners in San Francisco. I don't think that's good. I don't think it's good to have a stripper in a class. But if somebody wants to be another gender, how does it affect your life? Call me. Leave me a voicemail. 856-49-HOPPY. How does it?
He continues, these are people who are being rejected. These are people who are experiencing the harshest version of humanity that we can offer.
To me, that's Father of the Year.
Ben Affleck is back on the market. After an outing for dinner in West Hollywood, a photographer asked Ben per a video shared by TMZ.
You know, E-News is like, we wanted the inside scoop.
How he felt about being Hollywood's most eligible bachelor following his recent divorce with Jennifer Lopez. Ben laughed and responded, quote, very good in Spanish, a language he learned passively as a teen actor working on a shoot in Mexico. And when asked if he still likes Latinas, his response was, quote, yes, of course I do.
Unless they're Puerto Ricans, because Puerto Rican women always want to argue. They never shut up.
The Oscar winner and J-Lo called it quits earlier this year in January after initially filing for divorce in August 2024. But for them, there's no drama, with Ben emphasizing in an interview to GQ in March, quote, no scandal, no soap opera, no intrigue. He continues, quote, there's a tendency to look at breakups and want to identify root causes or something. The truth is much more quotidian than probably people would believe or would be interesting. For the two, there's no bad blood, especially for their kids. Ben shares 3 kids, Violet, Serafina, and Samuel, with his ex Jennifer Garner.
That's good. I'm glad he's a decent father.
Katy Perry is responding to critics saying she can't dance. While taking to the stage during a recent stop on her Lifetimes tour, which kicked off April 23rd, the 40-year-old has a message for her haters. In a video shared on TikTok, Katy went into a dance break while performing her song last Friday night. During her brief interlude, Katy puts her arms over her head while she kicks out her legs, similar to jumping jacks. Making sure her fans and haters saw the comical moves, Katy tells the crowd, show them that when they say I can't dance. And Katy, who shares daughter Daisy Dove with fiancé Orlando Bloom, has continued to clap back against her haters. 1 week after the E.T. singer joined 5 other women on the all-female Blue Origin spaceflight, which was met with mixed reactions, she seemingly comments on the backlash. During the first night of her Lifetimes tour, which kicked off in Mexico City on April 23rd, Katy asks the crowd, as seen in videos on social media, has anyone ever called your dreams crazy?
No, they just call you crazy, because you are! Let me see here. So they had the Pornhub Awards, and I want to get some clips of it. I do want to get some clips of it. The problem is the Pornhub Awards happened, but in Florida, in Tampa Bay, where I record, people have this thing where we cannot go on Pornhub, or we can't go on Spank Bang, but you can go on Yidges. And the thing about it is all the clips of the Pornhub Awards are up there. But I will post a picture. It is Asa Kira, and I don't know who the other girl is, but I know it's Asa, and they're posing like just such sly. I didn't say it. They're promiscuous. I don't want to say the S word. That's not true. And then also, Farrah Abraham was seen on the boat, hanging out at the pool. Her butt looks so big. She's got water everywhere. And we know she knows about having liquid around her, if you know what I mean. Mm-hmm. So I'll post that at RyanHoppyRadio.com. And let's see here. Do we want to talk about Jordan Hudson? I'll do that in a second. I'm not quite ready. Because when I go into talking about that dummy known as Jordan Hudson, you can't just like go into it. You got to like be ready. It's like when I talk about that mutant known as Jeff Knight from Janice Live. The funny part is, I think Jeffrey Knight is paying people to hide articles about him online, because all my other videos get thousands of views, but Jeffrey Knight's video supposedly seems to be getting a little bit hidden.
A New Jersey man who once stiffed the New York Yankees out of more than $626,000 was sentenced to 4 years in prison and ordered to pay more than $3.5 million in restitution.
Why would you want to try to take money from a famous baseball team? Because you're stupid.
After pleading guilty to tax evasion, authorities said, shipping company owner Walter Haas of Hewitt, who was accused in 2020 of failing to pay the Yankees for 8 seats, food and beverage in a suite he'd signed up for, used cash that should have gone to the taxman on everything from luxury cars such as Aston Martins and McLarens, high-end watches, designer clothes, and vacations. While he initially pleaded guilty in October 2023, Haas, 63, concocted a kidney cancer diagnosis and submitted phony letters from doctors to the...
What a New Jersey scumbag thing to do.
the court in a bid to avoid having the guilty plea entered into court. Haas did not have cancer and attempted to travel throughout the United States and
Why would you think that's a good idea? How do you think that's going to end? Dummy.
Around the world during this time. Only when law enforcement discovered his deception did he ultimately admit to his conduct, the U.S. Attorney's Office in New Jersey said. His sentence, handed down Tuesday, includes 3 years supervised release. Haas failed to collect, account for, and pay payroll taxes between 2014 and 2022. And during that stretch, he was also cheating the Yankees, according to court records.
I bet he
the Bronx
cheats.
Bombers
I bet he cheats on his wife, too.
Brought the Bergen County man to Manhattan federal court in 2020, claiming he signed an 8-year deal for 8 seats in a suite that included food and beverages.
All right, so that was that. What a dummy.
Jeffrey Owens, best known for his role as Elvin Thibodeau on The Cosby Show, is back in the spotlight with a small but meaningful role in the new Netflix film Nanas. The appearance marks another step in Owens' continued journey in the entertainment industry.
I didn't like how, 5-6 years ago, he was being made fun of for working at Trader Joe's. Like, heaven forbid someone try to bring in fucking money. By the way, the syndication money of The Cosby Show stopped after he became a rapist.
Following years of both personal and professional ups and downs. Nanas is a feel-good film featuring Vince Vaughn and inspired by the true story of a New Jersey restaurateur who hires grandmothers from around the world to cook traditional meals.
I got it.
Owens plays a supporting character in the movie, and while the role isn't large, it's one that fans and supporters are celebrating. His presence in the film signals a welcome return for an actor who once faced public scrutiny and job shaming. In 2018...
Job shaming. If you're job shaming someone for making money, you're the fucking loser, not him.
Owens made headlines after photos surfaced of him working at a Trader Joe's grocery store. The images went viral and sparked a widespread conversation about job shaming and the realities actors face when they're between roles.
And no one's talking about it. He was probably making good money when they were syndicating The Cosby Show pre-2013, and then the whole Cosby being a rapist thing happened, and then, I don't know, they don't air it anymore. So his paychecks probably fucking ended.
At the time, Owens responded with dignity and honesty, revealing that he had taken the job to support his family during a tough financial period.
All right, good for you. We live in a society where we shame deadbeat dads, and we should. But then when a guy steps up to the plate and is the fucking man, then we bring him down. Shut up. And now people are probably telling me to shut up after yelling. I don't mean to get mad. It's just, come on. A dude's got to make money, man.
Shia LaBeouf details past feud with Alec Baldwin.
Man, this AI, these captions are not quite there. It's not Shia.
Shia LaBeouf details past feud with Alec Baldwin due to his fractured little weak ego. Transformers alum Shia LaBeouf reflected on a 2013 feud with 30 Rock's Alec Baldwin while the pair worked on a play together after
Wow, I can imagine them being insufferable together.
After Oscar winner Al Pacino dropped out. Shia LaBeouf is remembering a time when he was filled with fury. The Transformers alum recently reflected on a challenging experience he had with Alec Baldwin, who he worked with on a play in 2013 after the 30 Rock actor replaced Al Pacino. Shia admitted that his years of prep work to co-star with Al in the stage show, combined with his insecurities about being taken seriously as an actor, laid a
Well, that's a you problem, bud.
difficult foundation for his and Alec's working relationship.
Yeah, I can't imagine him doing well.
By the time Baldwin got there, it was almost unfair. The 38-year-old told The Hollywood Reporter in an interview published May 8th. He's dealing with both my fractured little weak ego, right? All this hard prep that I'd done for 2 years, and my desperate need to show him all my prep.
Daddy issues is what this.
Or that he would accept me somehow. I was so insecure.
All right, so there's that. We got some breaking news from the NFL. I could not believe this. I saw that Derek Carr retired from the NFL. And I immediately thought of my friend Sal, who is, you know, a fan of the very Saints. And we're going to get Sal on the phone line in 1 second. Hey, Sal?
What's up, Ryan?
That worked perfectly. So, Sal, I was at Cava House and I was getting a drink, and I'm always a guy, whenever something big happens, I always remember where I was. And I was leaning against the counter, drinking a little Cava, and I look at my phone and I saw that Derek Carr retired, and I know you, one of my closest friends, I know you're a Saints fan, and I texted you, and I found out because you are the official New Orleans Saints expert on Happy Hour with Ryan Hoppe, I was like, I'm probably the first person to text Sal. And then you told me everyone texted you. So, Sal, how are you feeling about Derek Carr?
Hopeful. Derek Carr, he did what he could for the Saints.
Yeah.
I don't believe it was a 100% Derek Carr issue.
Yeah.
The Saints had a program issue with Dennis Allen as head coach, and then with Derek Carr's injury, which we knew was pretty much season ending for him, and then going into surgery on the off season, and knowing that he was going to be out for a good portion of this season, I think it's the right move for Derek Carr. I think he made the right decision. I have my opinions on whether or not the Saints kind of forced it. The Saints, we brought in a new head coach. We have, I think, don't quote me on this, but if I remember correctly, I think it's like 4 or 5 new coaches coming into the Saints. And then, our new head coach is a Super Bowl winner of a recent, coming from the Philadelphia Eagles. So I'm hopeful to see what happens in coming into the new season. I'm curious to know who's going to be starting. Will it be Radler? Will it be our drafted quarterback Shaw? Taysom Hill's name always gets thrown out there as to, we should start Taysom Hill. I will go on record and say I do not believe Taysom Hill should ever be a starting quarterback for the Saints. He's too valuable in his position. He is the human Swiss Army knife, I think, of not just the New Orleans Saints, but also just of the NFL. He's too valuable to put as a starting quarterback. So I'm hopeful for the season. I'm curious to see. I think it's going to go one way or the other. I think I'm either going to be extremely pleased with the outcome of this upcoming season, or I'm going to be disappointed and hope for the following season.
Dude, I'm looking at the headline. I thought he was like our age because you're 30, I'm 31. He's 34. I know that's not old, but NFL, I can kind of see why he retired.
Yeah, I mean, if everybody goes in and reads kind of the article from the New Orleans Saints, their press release today, they could have done the surgery, but they weren't confident that he'd come back in with the same strength, skill, and ability that he had.
I think
so. Like I said, I think it's going to be. I think Derek Carr made a smart move.
Yeah.
On retiring, I think it was 11 seasons he played in the NFL.
How does the money work? Do they keep paying him?
That I'm honestly not sure, because it's a retirement. I'm not sure. He's in the middle of a contract. My assumption is they'll pay him something.
That's what I thought.
Obviously, a buyout. I think like a buyout of his contract. I'm not 100% sure. But like I said, he played for the Saints for I think 5 years now.
Crazy.
I think it is crazy. It's just another big move right before, it's May, preseason starting just in a few months. So the Saints have some work to do.
I think
it's going to be interesting.
I think my favorite Derek Carr memory. They barely missed the playoffs, or did they make the playoffs in 2021? Remember when the Raiders had an interim coach, who I think they should have gone with as coach, and he was actually my old boss, Mike Olivero. He was like one of his closest friends from high school, so there was a connection. But I think Derek Carr kind of peaked at that season with the Raiders, where I think they won like maybe 3 games above 500, and then I think they made the first round of the playoffs, and then I think that's when they brought him to the Saints, because I think the Saints were thinking they were going to get the same Derek Carr. I feel like my opinion is I think he had one of the best arms, but I don't know if he wasn't like a winner per se, but I think he just also wasn't on the best teams.
Yeah, I mean, listen, when Derek Carr came in behind one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever play the game, Drew Brees, okay? We had Jameis Winston, who was learning under Drew Brees, who did not do well with the New Orleans Saints.
Not at all.
He just didn't. So we bring in Derek Carr. I believe people were looking at I think some people were thinking that he was going to be the savior for the Saints.
I think so.
Any real Saints fan and anybody who pays attention to the NFL, if they thought that, they were ignorant. Derek Carr had peaked already. He wasn't going to get any better, right? We were hoping, obviously, he didn't get worse, but he wasn't going to get any better as a quarterback or as a game manager. Okay, so the Derek Carr we've seen that's just who he was. So that's why I'm saying also I think this is a smart move. He made a selfless decision to bow out and not hurt the Saints. It does affect now the salary cap for the New Orleans Saints. So, and I just also believe that it just makes Sanders not being drafted that much more interesting.
The other thing too, I thought about, there's like a conference that all the NFL players go to if they want to go into the media and they get like training. That's why they're all very similar on TV, the way they have their hands on a desk and whatnot. I could see Derek Carr being like a consultant or a correspondent for like Good Morning Football.
We have not seen the last of Derek Carr.
Not at all.
That much I will say. We have not seen the last of Derek Carr. I don't think he'll be a sports commentator, like on any big network. I don't believe so.
What do you think he'll do?
I think I'm not sure, but I don't know what he's going to do, but I'm interested to see what happens. If they go through with the surgery, I wish him well. I think everybody in the New Orleans Saints community wishes him well. We thank him. We appreciate what he did for the organization. We want to see him happy and healthy. He's married with kids, and he's finally going to have more time to spend with his family. But we now, as an organization and as a fan base, and New Orleans as a city, we now look forward. We look at what's next. What can we do now to bring home that Lombardi next season?
What got you into the Saints, bud? I'm just curious.
Oh, yeah. So I didn't really grow up in a big sports household. The only sport that I ever grew up watching with my family was boxing. I've always been a boxing fan.
Yeah, you are.
But I have family in Louisiana that I used to go visit all the time. And every time I visited them, the only football team that I really ever grew up with, other than the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, was the New Orleans Saints. And my favorite color is black. I wear a lot of gold, black and gold. So I've been a Saints fan for really just as long as I can remember. And I used to live in Louisiana as well. I lived in Baton Rouge for a short period of time. Not only am I a New Orleans Saints fan, but I am a LSU fan as well. But yeah, that's how it started.
Last thing, how awesome was 2010 when they won a Super Bowl?
Man, that was a good year for us. It was one of those things where it was a city that deserved it. After the devastation of Katrina, just 5 years prior.
Yeah.
Drew Brees. I mean, I can sit here and talk to you about Drew Brees all day long. In my opinion, with no disrespect to Tom Brady, Drew Brees is one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever play football.
For sure.
He not only was he a good QB, he was a great game manager. His team respected him. The city loved him. He's just one of those guys. But when the Saints won the Super Bowl, it was, I think everybody everybody in the NFL and around just the country, and maybe even the world, knew the Saints deserved it that year. Unfortunately, as the years progressed, there were 4 years back-to-back where the Saints were completely robbed.
Yeah.
Of playoff contention, Super Bowl contention, just really bad calls on the referees.
Oh, 2019?
2019, man, that season broke us. I mean, the refs really screwed us out of that one. We deserved that one. That should have been our Super Bowl.
I was mad for you, and I'm not even really a Saints fan, and that sucked. That was terrible.
Yeah, it was awful. But, like I said, one thing about us Saints fans and about the New Orleans community is we always look forward. And let's bring on the season. Let's go get that Lombardi.
Well, Sal, it's been a lot of fun having you on. I had to have you on because whenever I have you on, you usually help me take a break from being a shock jock because you're a little more professional. So it's been a lot of fun having you on. And yeah, it was funny. When I saw the Derek Carr thing, the first thing I thought of was Sal. The first thing I thought of.
Well, I appreciate you thinking of me, Hoppe. I appreciate it.
All right, bro. Have a good day, and I'm sure I will see you in about 45 minutes.
I'm sure I'll see you soon. Have a great one.
You too. Bye. And that was Sal, my guy, as he called in the Hoppe Hour. I had to have him on. The dude's a Saints fan. You hear how well-spoken he is? I mean, makes me look like chopped liver.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
What the fuck? Boogie, you smell that shit? It smell like somebody took a motherfucking shit in the booth. Oh shit, that's me. You smell the shit in the air that's on me. You want the icing on your cake, homie. You should call me, cause I'm the shit. I'm the shit, I'm the shit. I'm the shit. I'm the shit, I'm the shit. I ain't got a lot of ice, you dig, but I'm good, hard and sharp. Hey, I'm feet fire, bitch. I'm the shit. I'm the shit, I'm the shit. I'm the shit. I'm the shit, I'm the shit. Man, this rap shit I done mastered. You ain't gotta ask a nigga, will I blast you, nigga? I will blast you, though I am the smoothest dude you ever knew. I'm rude, but I'm the truth. And who the hell are you? Pursue and follow suit. Who done gas you, nigga? I will creep up on you, cock back, click and blast you, nigga. Over fifth for Grey Goose bumping my shit, laughing, nigga. It ain't no competition out here, I just laugh at niggas. Cause I'm amazing, bitch. Plenty cats try to battle me, but I'm dangerous. You can check my credentials, see I don't play that shit. With that 40 cal clip I got, ain't my really miss. I'm a grazer, cause obviously niggas getting me fucked up. I ain't no rapper, I'm a street nigga, happen to luck up. So if you cocksuckers ain't getting my drift, nigga, take another whiff, nigga. Sniff, nigga. Shit in the air that's on me. You want the icing on your cake, homie. You should call me, cause I'm the shit. I'm the shit, I'm the shit. I'm the shit. I'm the shit, I'm the shit. I ain't got a lot of ice, you dig, but I'm good, hard and sharp. Hey, I'm feet fire, bitch. I'm the shit. I'm the shit, I'm the shit. I'm the shit. I'm the shit, I'm the shit. I'm the S-H-I-T shit. You hate niggas can't suck this dick. You might as well you French kissing that bitch. And she the slob, slurp and swallow this penis. I know you wanna come to Heritage with your crew on a whole lot of bullshit. Don't give a fuck who you affiliated with. I pull your resume, find your shorty school and shit. And if you think that this is shit that I'm spitting written is fiction and made upon the pad. It was written, then listen, you bitches better pay close attention. This ain't no image, may I mention, bitch, I live in the trenches. And obviously niggas getting me fucked up. I ain't no rapper, I'm a street nigga, happen to luck up. So if you cocksuckers ain't getting my drift, nigga, take another whiff, nigga. Sniff, nigga. Shit in the air, that's all me. You the icing on your cake, homie. You should call me, cause I'm the shit. I'm the shit, I'm the shit. I ain't got a lot of ice, you dig, but I'm good, hard and sharp. Hey, I'm feet thought, bitch. I'm the shit. I'm the shit, I'm the shit. I'm the shit. I'm the shit, I'm the shit. I'm the shit, man. I'm the shit. It's fatal, you dig. I'm the shit. PKA fatal. PKA fatal. PKA out of your dig, kid. Out of it.
I got it.
Chicago.
I'll be in Chicago next week for my cousin's graduation. If you're listening from Chicago or any of the 90 suburbs,
I know I may come off
and you want to hang out,
real cocky and arrogant, but
hit me up.
You know, you meet me in person, I'm really a nice guy. But it is what it is, man.
It really is.
You don't smell that shit?
I do.
I'm the shit, I'm the shit. I'm the shit, I'm the shit.
That was fatal with I'm the shit. All right. So there you go.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Oh, yeah. Let's go through all the sponsors right now. I never get freaking podcasts that begin their show with like 7 live reads or sponsors. I'm like, who's listening to that? If I were that sponsor, I'd be pissed off. Well, what do I know? A lot. This following segment has been brought to you by Cheeky Mouth Guards at getcheeky.com. When I tell you it's the best way to quit biting on the side of your mouth, I'm a man of my words. Getcheeky.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 30%. Shimmerwood CBD drinks at shimmerwood.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 30%. GetGoodFeels.com for good vibes THC drinks. Go to GetGoodFeels.com and use promo code HOPPY to save 20%. OldGlory.com for the best t-shirts around. Use promo code HOPPY to save 15%. Garden State Distillery Dirty Vodka. GardenStateDistillery.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 15%. Aspire Green Tea Drinks at AspireDrinks.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 20%. Afuera Coffee. AFUERA Coffee.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 20%. FSDrinks.com. For the best boba around, use promo code HOPPE to save 20%. Oh, you're looking for the best beef jerky? BigForkBrands.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 20%. And finally, are you looking for a good energy bar? QuantumSquares.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 20%. All of these are on my website, RyanHoppyRadio.com, RyanHoppe Radio.com. I would hope you know how to spell radio. Or it's in my podcast section. So whenever you listen to Happy Hour like you are right now, in the podcast description is all of that. We're going to come back on Happy Hour and keep this party going and going. But let's hear from Hammer and Hank, which you can hear the Hammer and Hank Show with Henry Oakes and Ryan Hoppe on Spotify by searching up Hammerin, Hammerin Hank Show, and check it out on his podcast feed.
People with autism are often treated like they are different. Believe me, we are. Hi, this is Henry Oakes, but my buddies may have known me as Hammer and Hank. I was labeled as slow when I started school. Come to find out at the age of 12, the doctors decided I was autistic. Now at the age of 48, I have completed an associate degree in radio broadcasting and worked in the San Francisco Bay Area as an on-air personality. So yes, I am different. People with autism have no needs, no different than you. Laugh, love, and learn to get an education and join the workforce. I did it, and so can anyone else with autism. So when you meet someone with autism, don't feel sorry for them. Work with them. Find out for yourself that autism isn't a disease, it's a condition. To find out more about autism, please visit autismspeaks.org. Autism Speaks. It's time to listen.
Listen to me, Randy. It doesn't matter what you look like on the outside, whether you're white or black or Sasquatch even. As long as you follow your dream, no matter how crazy or against the law it is. Except for Sasquatch. If you're Sasquatch, the rules are different.
Forget it, Meatwad. I'm a circus freak. And that's all I'll ever be.
Whatever.
Doors closing.
And now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
It's Hoppe Hour!
Me, Ryan, Hoppe.
Hey, this is Lex from the Lex and Terry Radio Network, and we are now ready to name our successor, Ryan Hoppe.
Hey, everybody, this is Terry James from the nationally syndicated radio show Lex and Terry, and you are listening to Hoppe Hour with my man, Ryan Hoppe.
Hey, it's Scott Rizzuto from The Riz Show in St. Louis, and you're listening to my man, Ryan Hoppe, on the Hoppe Hour.
Hey, what's up? I'm Woody. That's Greg Gorey. What's up? Menace. Hi. Gina Grad.
Hey.
Seabass. There's Sammy.
Hello.
We are The Woody Show, and you are listening to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Live from Tampa Bay, you are tuned in to Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is.
Oh, what is it?
The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Let's get it tipsy with vibe. Y'all know the let's get it power.
Yeah.
Yo, it's Hoppe Hour, we about to go live.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay News, it's the place we arrive.
Yeah.
From the beach to the bay and the city's crazy moves. We got stories hotter than the Florida grooves. Yeah, Tampa Bay News, we making it spin. On Hoppe Hour where the real begins.
Oh, sure.
Turn it up loud, let's get in the mix. From Pete to the world, we bringing the fix. Tampa Bay News, we making it spin. On Hoppe Hour where the real begins. Turn it up loud, let's from St. Pete to the world, we bringing the fix.
856
on the mic spitting
49 Hoppe.
National
856-494-6773.
Man, you can't resist.
You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio.
This Tampa Bay News.
Always email me.
On Hoppe Hour.
RyanHoppeRadio@gmail.com. I see breaking news here in Tampa Bay News. Gareth Dizzy Pinheiro of 102.5 The Bone is a bitch.
Life with those hip-hop beats. Turn it up now, let the world partake in the stories of the legends and the news we make. Yeah, Tampa Bay News, we making it spin. On on Happy Hour where the real begins. Turn it up loud, let's get in the mix. From St. Pete to the world, we bringing the fix.
This is freaking AI. Isn't that frightening?
Happy Hour where the real begins. Turn it up loud, let's get in the mix. From St. Pete to the world, we bringing the fix.
Oh, sure. I got it. I keep getting spam texts. Will you watch Donald Trump's birthday party or whatever? I don't fucking care about the stupid boomer politicians that fucked over the next generations. Shut up and live with your money and good time.
All right, Dennis, thank you. We'll keep watching it. Next here tonight to the new developments involving a Florida man who's charged for having multiple wives in different counties.
You would think that'd be legal in Florida.
And our I-Team broke this story just last week, and it quickly went viral, driving many of you to this story on our website. It prompted thousands of shares across several social media platforms.
Last week, I-Team investigative reporter Adam Walser gave a voice to the 3 women who were all married to the same man at the same time without knowing it.
And Adam was in court, in the courtroom today, in fact, as that man pleaded guilty.
Henry Betsy Jr. was charged with bigamy last year after Hernando County detectives determined.
Yeah, you would think Hernando County would be cool with it, because they're trashy.
He was married to 3 different women in 3 counties at the same time. Henry Betsy arrived 20 minutes late for his scheduled court hearing.
What a freaking deadbeat.
Accompanied by his current girlfriend.
Raise your right hand. You solemnly swear for any testimony you're going to give the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes, Your Honor. So how did he get here? 3 Florida women from 3 different Florida counties all met Henry Betsy Jr. on dating websites and married him at county courthouses during a 2-year period.
I met him on Match.com.
Of course you did, honey.
He said...
That was the one I never used. I used Tinder, Bumble. I never liked Hinge. Those girls are bougie and want free dinners and don't care about the guys. Clover, I met my first girlfriend on. It doesn't exist anymore. And it was wild. But I never used Match.
All the right things. He sold the perfect person when in reality he was none of those things.
Man, you guys were desperate and gullible. How do I know? Because I've been there.
But Betsy didn't get divorces or annulments before marrying again. Betsy was arrested last year after his 3 current marriages.
Yeah, it's always weird when you, live a double life or whatever. It's so freaking creepy.
Came to light.
Think about it. I don't even want to say it. I don't want to get too personal on the show, but I've known people within my family, maybe my dad, who lived a double life. And it's weird because when you die, it all comes out.
I just started county by county putting his name in, and that's when I came up with the marriage to Michelle and the marriage to Brandy.
She found me and she messaged me.
You guys should have an angry foursome.
And I had no idea that she was actually still married to him.
His wives all blame the state of Florida for not cross-referencing marriage licenses.
Yeah. Or maybe blame yourself or something. Take some accountability. You're stupid.
Between counties.
Because if there were safeguards in place and there was cross-referencing on different counties here in the state of Florida, none of this would have ever happened.
Or maybe if you had a little bit of guts.
If the counties did talk, that would have saved me a lot of heartache.
Yeah, it's gotta suck. You think you're with somebody and they're cheating on you with 2 other stupid wives. And how dumb is he? How dumb is he? You want to have 3 wives, man? I don't even want to have 1.
A lot of money, a lot of stress.
Pinellas County Clerk Ken Burke says because people are so transient, it's impossible to keep track of everyone's marital status.
That's just you admitting that you have a flawed system because you're the typical boomers. You don't want to update anything, but then you wonder why things like this happen.
Does it surprise you that someone was able to be married to 3 different people in 3 different Florida counties at the same time?
Well, it does surprise me, but unfortunately, there's not really safeguards to find that out.
Yeah, maybe fix that system, bud.
The comedian often jokes about his wife.
Nate Bargatze.
Laura Bargatze in his stand-up routines. So what does she really think about it? Stand-up comedian Nate Bargatze often talks about his wife Laura Bargatze during
I love how the AI got this wrong too. It's Bargatze, not Bargatze. I was confused for a sec.
his sets.
Yeah. Humans, we have a chance. AI, we gotta keep grinding because it's not quite there.
Especially when he's talking about how she manages their household and finances. The good news? She's fully in on the joke.
I'm wondering, I don't even want to say it. I don't even want to sound grumpy. I was supposed to interview him 6 years ago, and I was interviewing all the comedians at Side Splitters, and he ghosted on me. He was supposed to be like, oh, I'll get back to you, and then he got back to me, and then he just didn't call. And I've heard that he's blown off other radio shows too. It's like, cool, Dad. You're a comedian because you don't know how to be around people without making them laugh. I have met every comedian ever, and they're all the same. They come from a fucked up childhood, and if you're at a dinner table with multiple comedians, the small dick energy just squirts out where they all got to make it about them. And what you got to wonder, comedians are on the road a lot. I mean, a lot. And think about it. You have urges. You want to have sex. And your wife you're not going to see for 2 weeks. You got to wonder. I mean, there's all those alleged rumors about Andrew Santino sliding into the DMs of girls while in a relationship or they're in a relationship.
She's been fine with it, Nate tells people with a laugh. She's got a great sense of humor, and she likes it when we're making fun of each other.
Oh, she likes it.
But you have to show love.
All right, that's good. So there you go. Drewski is going to punish the accuser's lawyers and judges because there were huge holes in the stories as Drewski was being accused of rape and he didn't do it.
The University of North Carolina is clarifying rumors surrounding Bill Belichick's girlfriend, Jordan Hudson.
Here's what probably happened. They probably did ban her, but then they're like, oh, God, the news came out. She's going to be an absolute brat. So we got to let her back.
In a statement obtained by multiple outlets on May 9th,
I ain't saying she's a gold digger.
Spokesperson for the UNC athletic department shut down reports that Jordan was banned from its football facilities, writing there had been, quote, false reports about the 24-year-old.
I hate the way she poses. She always does this stupid douchebag face when she's looking up at him. Like, look who I'm dating. God, Bill, dump her, bro, and be like a nice 40-year-old cougar, man. God, her poses, she never just seems like she's in love with him, you know what I mean? She always just seems like, oh my God, look who I'm with. Yeah, he's more than 3 times my age, but look who I'm with. Look who I'm with. Shut up.
While Jordan Hudson is not an employee at the university or Carolina Athletics, she is welcome to Carolina football facilities. The statement read, adding,
you guys, there's a word to describe it. You're whipped. You're whipped. This year is going to be real interesting.
Jordan will continue to manage all activities related to Coach Belichick's personal brand outside of his responsibilities for Carolina football and the university.
I believe if you have an age gap, who the fuck cares? But I will say, there are some classy 25-year-olds. They never shut up, but they're classy. She's not classy. She's a trash bag. She's a masshole. She's from the Northeast. She's annoying. And Bill doesn't realize that he looks pathetic. Bill doesn't realize that it's not a good look. He thinks he's like the man. You're whipped.
The statement comes after former ESPN reporter and personality Pablo Torre claimed in his latest podcast that Jordan had been banned from the university's football
That might have been fake news, to be honest.
Facility.
2 sources at the University of North Carolina tell me that there has been a decision, was made last week, by the higher-ups inside the athletic department that had hired Bill Belichick to be the highest-paid public employee, not just coach, in the state of North Carolina.
We got it. We know what he does.
At $10 million a year. And that decision was that Jordan Hudson is no longer allowed in the football building.
Okay.
She is not allowed on the football field. Quote,
that was weird how I said, and then she did.
Don't think you'll be hearing much from Jordan moving forward.
Oh, well, guess what happened? I see it a lot on Twitter. There's always these reporters that want to be the first one to announce it. They want to be the first one to say it. And then when they're wrong.
Wow,
Dang, not in the building?
That's a little flippant. I feel like that is what is done with a distraction, and a team is within its rights to
Yeah, you know this woman's threatened by her.
do that when it comes to external distraction.
Pablo later spoke out on X in response to UNC's statement, writing, quote, P.S. UNC can now choose to describe or change its position on Jordan Hudson's involvement however it wishes, following the publication of our episode. We requested comment and filed dozens of FOIA requests that were not satisfied, and we stand by the specific reporting in our episode which came from the highest levels of the football program. Jordan's role has been under scrutiny following her involvement with Bill's recent CBS Sunday Morning interview, where he was promoting his book, The Art of Winning.
It's just you look at these videos. I know it's audio, but you see the pictures online. She just looks like a douchebag. And I know he's getting sex. I know he's getting laid. I get it. But it's just pathetic. It's just sad, man.
CBS explained in the segment that she was a, quote, constant presence and interrupted when questions came up about how she...
All right, we already know about that. And then there's this.
Tyrod Taylor already feels how Aaron Glenn is changing the Jets' culture. Bill Belichick seems to be putting Jordan Hudson on the sidelines when it comes to managing his brand, at least in one instance. The six-time Super Bowl winning head coach and first-year University of North Carolina football bench boss had former Bears vice president of
I've never heard bench boss.
Communications, Brandon Faber, with him while he spoke at NYU's Stern School of Business.
Yeah, when you're at the Stern School of Business, you can't have your bratty great-granddaughter age girlfriend around.
Page 6 reported, Hudson, 24, was in New York and planned to attend, but she was not spotted at the event, according to the report. Radio host Zach Gelb posted on social media that his cousin was in attendance at the NYU community-only event, and that there was no sign of the former cheerleader who is dating the 73-year-old football coach.
Yeah, he's like, stay home and make your stupid videos.
Belichick did take questions, but they did need to be submitted.
Oh, yeah. I don't like that. Again, you're afraid to admit that you're a beta male, and now you look bad in this whole thing.
Gelb also wrote, the NYU event focused on Belichick discussing leadership and what makes a good team, and the ex-Patriots coach stayed to sign copies of his book, The Art of Winning.
Whoa! He did the bare minimum? Wow!
And seemingly acted as Belichick's manager. The football coach said he has a personal and professional relationship with Hudson in a statement, and her influence over him had been a growing story.
Well, what influence? You look at the report here. So there was a Miss Maine pageant, and she's losing by a landslide. Trust me, Jordan, if there's any way in this universe that you're listening to my words right now, just know that we don't like you. We know you probably suck off Bill pretty well, and you probably do your thing. Because I see this here. Jordan Hudson's family sex shop. Her family owns a sex shop. So you know, she really brings it in bed. Oh, she's the best. I bet she just goes up and down and around and around. You know that move? I'm getting a little dirty. When a girl like is riding you and she's able to just like turn her body around. Oh, it's the freaking hottest thing ever. I'm getting sex memories right now. Let me go cry.
Happy hour. Happy hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppyRadio.com.
Happy hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Here is DJ Unk with Every Day My Weekend.
Every day my weekend. Man, I ball every day my weekend. We gon' ball every day my weekend. Hoes I be freaking. You ain't me make you rain, but drop, leave you leak. Okay, nigga, I'm just light skinned. I ain't Puerto Rican. Michael Jackson PC. My ice look like it's bleached. Swear that I'm amazing. Call my whip Caucasian. Bitch, I'm the bomb, so they think that I'm a Arabian. Yeah, I'm talking like the Taliban. Tools from Afghanistan. My car sits so high, don't start, no bitch, I land. And all this ain't juice, man, but I'm on that juice, man. Give me 5 bottles of that goose, I get a loose, man. For real, baby, you playing. Do that on the handstand. Do this shit every day. Ballin's in my plan. Yeah, ballin', that's my 9 to 5. Me and Squirt that you alive. You don't want this kind of beat, you will get Kentucky Fried. Hearses to the verses, nigga, you just sweet like Hershey's. Even in between your girl thighs, me surprise. Every day my weekend. Man, I ball every day my weekend. We gon' ball.
Every day your weekend, go ahead, cause it's your birthday. Every day no hard music, I got a Thursday. Party like a holiday. 10 more bros, they on they way. Shut the stage down like a running back, go all the way. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, got them bras on they knees, they chillin' on the beach with palm trees. My island girls say, young, put it in they face. Stick to the script, that's what they say. G-Pro taking flights with all the chicks to each and every day. Girl, we get it in, so tell a friend and tell a friend. It's a young Tay and on, goddamn weekend. It be on, what it is. No more struggling. 247 every day.
Every day my weekend. Man, I ball every day my weekend. We gon' ball
Monday. Today we get honest money, falling like a motherfucker. Wasted when they Libra bitches, jocking like a motherfucker. Thursday we get pure bottle, popping like a motherfucker. Friday we get figure 8, you know I fuck with Bush. Overdosing on the strong, rolling quarters of the kush. Club Miami Saturday, girls the baddest in my book. I just walk right on in while you lame niggas look. Hey, even on a Sunday, I don't take a day. Always Club Atlanta Station in my nigga Q ain't it low. Chicken see the insides, first they take they shirt off. Second when they hear our songs, then they take they skirts off. Third she gon' serve us, mouth stick her tongue out. 4 hours later fucked us all, I was like wow. Y'all got milk money, bitch nigga, I'm a cash cow. Every day my weekend, living life on a fast route.
Every day my weekend. Man, I ball every day my weekend. We gon' ball
Oh yeah. Oh sure. I got it. Whatever.
Every day my weekend. Every day my weekend.
Yeah.
We gon' ball. We gon' ball every day.
All right. Last segment of the show. But first, let's play one of the greatest TV commercials ever.
Snatching stuff, take. Oh, what is going on in here?
It's okay, relax. Watch this. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Hey, Dave.
I just.
Wow. Is that your agent?
Nice booties.
Try it.
No.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
With a sandwich.
Oh, yeah. And the girl from 4E?
Can I get a hot tub?
And can I get a hot tub?
Remember that?
Find out what else State Farm agents can do for you at yagent.com.
Doors closing.
Let's go.
And now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
It's Hoppe Hour.
Hoppy.
Hey man, it's Kid Chris.
What up?
The Happy Hour podcast. Look, man, I'm a fucking girl dad.
I got it.
I'm driving my kids to cheer practice and shit. I have no time to record a fucking liner for your podcast, this Happy Hour thing, okay, man? So, good luck. Eat shit.
Thanks.
Hey, what's up? It is Kevin Ralston, host of the KVJ Show, and you are listening to Happy Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Hey, I'm Scott Burrell, and you're listening to Happy Hour with my boy Ryan Hoppe.
Oh, jeez.
You're shaking it up with my boy Ryan Hoppe on Happy Hour.
That's me.
It's time to shake it up on Happy Hour.
Hey, this is Fish Calloway.
Last one.
And you are listening to my best friend Ryan Hoppe. He taught me who the hell writes this? Who writes this?
I got it.
Did he write this? Why would he write this? It's Happy Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Hey, it's Flying Brian from The Freak Show at 105.5 The Beat in Fort Myers, and you're listening to Happy Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Ryan Hoppe's on the mic, and he's not holding back.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Countdown clock ticking, happy hours on the prowl. 10 seconds left, set to take back the dial. Celebrity gossip, details that get wild. Sex talk spicy, every moment ain't mild. Nothing but juicy, the story's about to drop. 9 seconds, lean in, don't let the beat stop.
Whatever.
Raunchy discussions like the cherry on top. Happy hour, Ryan's here, rising to the top. 8 seconds closer, hear the crowd cheer. Ryan Hoppe's back, the moment draws near. Celebrity drama, it's all crystal clear.
I got it.
Tune into the Happy Hour, the champ is here. 7 seconds, we're ready for the tease. Lost loves and scandals, calling out the sleeves. Pouring out the truth, never serving it with ease. Hoppe's got the juice, bringing them to their knees. 6 seconds left, like a rocket to the floor. Date night secrets, what y'all waiting for? Sex chat, sizzle, talk dirty, can't ignore. Ryan Hoppe, break it down, always room for more.
It's time for weed news on Happy Hour.
Marijuana. Marijuana.
I got it.
Marijuana. Marijuana. Marijuana.
Turn it down, catch Hoppe on the airwaves. Talking blunts, joints, and all the smoky pathways. Roll the papers tight, blaze them up, elevate. Mornings with the cream, starts the day with heavyweight. Welcome to the Happy Hour, spark it loud. News about the herb, cut the starless proud. Take smoke, no doubt.
Before we get to weed news, let's take the hit of marijuana. You ready? I did it too fast. I'm rushing it. Relax, Ryan. I got nowhere to be. I don't have any kind kids. All right. You have a bong, a bowl, a vape, a pen. That was gross. A joint, a blunt, a bong, whatever the hell you have. Grab it. And let's smoke that marijuana together, okay? Does that work? I got my, let me look at the exact brand, Pulse THC Sativa vape. I mean, it's shaped like one of those like millennial vapes. I'll be at like a coffee bar and the millennials like, can I have a hit of that? And I'm like, it's not nicotine. So I feel kind of like a douchebag. All right, you ready? Grab your weed. All right. So I've had this, let me turn on the mic here. I've had this, I've wanted to talk about for a little bit, but there's really nothing going on in weed news. But what I do is I write down all my topics on Google Docs, and I've had this one is like the opening monologue, but I haven't known how to bring it up. I just want to tell this story. So in 8th grade, I like that. It's kind of scary, though. It's weird how AI made a song with cop sound effects when you're talking about weed. But anyway, in 2008, all my friends were starting to smoke weed when we were in 8th grade. But I was nervous, man. I wasn't ready, man. But you know what happened? I started allegedly smoking marijuana in 2009. And you know what happened during it? It was the Frontier Days theme park. It's like a little carnival that we have in our hometown of Arlington Heights, Illinois. And all the cute girls in our high school would go out there looking really skanky. And there was a few girls that actually had sex in porta potties. It was a circus. Oh, yeah. Girls are freaking hot. And my friend, who I've talked about before, I talked about his sister, and I'm not going to say it again. My old friend who bullied me goes, do you want to get high? So we go to Olive Elementary School, and there was these woods that we would all smoke weed in. We had like a Wiz Khalifa poster there and there. And the first time you smoke, you actually don't get high. It's not until the second time. But I smoked a little bit of a ball. And then we go back to the carnival. I'm like 15 years old. And all the carnival nights. And there was this one girl that went to St. Viator High School, this really cute Catholic girl. She was known for putting out. But I was never able to get it. But she added me on Facebook that night. And I'm at home, and my dad, I think, knew I was high. Because I was so stoned, I was having a hard time typing. And my dad's like, are you okay? And I'm like, I'm just talking to a girl. Shut up. Let me have something. The second time I smoked, I actually am going to message my friend and tell him that I'm talking about it. His name's Jacob Sorolla. He is a big listener of Happy Hour from Arlington Heights, Illinois. Right over there by the best pizza in the world, Wayne's Pizza, which used to be run by my cousin. All right, no more of the carnival music. But the second time I smoked was at Jacob's house in July 2009. And I biked home. And I was seeing things where I was reliving this skit from Family Guy, which this honestly is kind of weird. Maybe it's because I was on a bike, but I was reliving Herbert from Family Guy. And maybe that's because Chris was the biker. In the show Family Guy, Herbert is this pedophile who has an attraction to Chris. That's probably what it was.
Oh, gosh, bagosh, it's a brand new paperboy. That's a mighty full sack you're carrying.
Piss off, you perverted old freak.
Ooh, we got a fighter.
It's so nice to be home.
You have 113 new messages.
Oh, my.
Yeah, I was just wondering, where the newspaper boy was.
So I think because I was biking home, I loved Family Guy back then. So I was reliving this scene.
Guess who?
And I was laughing while biking, stoned as hell.
Just lonely here, thinking about the muscle-bound paper boy. Wishing
You could not do this now.
he'd come by and bring me some good news. Where are you? Oh, you're starting to piss me off, you little piglet son of a bitch.
Happy Hot Topic!
The actress spent 11 years growing up on the show, and while she remains in touch with everyone, she says she's deeply bonded with this one castmate. It's been 5 years since actress Ariel Winter, 27, wrapped up her 11-season run as Alex Dunphy on the hit series Modern Family.
It was weird seeing her grow up. I remember I didn't watch it for like 5 years, and then when she was like 19, I was like, oh my God, you're hot! The hell?
And despite the show's wild popularity, she says when she was first cast, she had no idea it would become such a big deal.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty monumental at the time, making people like accept gay relationships like Cam and Mitchell.
I was 11 when it started. I don't think I had any idea of if it was going to be successful or not, she tells News in this week's cover story. I was just like, oh, awesome, I got a job. She laughs and says, what I was so excited for was to get the chance to work with Al Bundy. But once the show started, it was an immediate hit, and it was so exciting to have that opportunity.
I was excited when it came on. Here is my favorite scene. It is when it's Fizbo, the badass clown, played by Cam.
Hey!
Hey yourself. Move.
You kind of just bumped me with your car.
I don't think so.
No, you did because, I got grease on my pants and then also I felt it.
Call an ambulance.
Okay. I just thought you might want to know in case you wanted to be a decent human being and apologize, but no? Okay. Ass.
What did you say?
Forget about it, all right?
Listen, Carrot Top, I didn't touch you. So do the smart thing. Shut your hole, get in your car, and drive away.
Is there a problem here?
What the hell are you?
I'm the ass-kicking clown that'll twist you like a balloon animal. I will beat your head against this bumper until the airbags deploy. So apologize to my boyfriend right now.
Apologize? Boyfriend?
Apologize!
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Let's go. We're going to be late.
So there you go.
Is it too late now to say sorry? Justin Bieber admitted he's done things that have hurt others as an average flawed guy in a cryptic Instagram post Friday.
Yeah, he's implying about Diddy parties.
I continue to do and say things that hurt others intentionally, the singer, 31, wrote.
He's talking about his wife.
In the lengthy upload.
That he cheats on.
Yet I woke up with another opportunity to grow and not be selfish today. The Grammy winner noted that he sometimes worries he'll get exposed if he tells people how selfish he is.
Yeah, he's talking about Diddy parties. And then there's this.
Miley Cyrus is addressing her rumored family feud. In an Instagram story shared on May 10th, the singer speaks out on the rumored rift between her and her dad, Billy Ray Cyrus, as well as where she stands with her mom, Tish Cyrus. Writing on a black background, my dad and I have had our challenges over the years. Now, in my 30s, family is my priority above all else. I'm at peace knowing bridges have been built and time has done a lot of healing.
That's good.
Miley says of her mom, who allegedly unfollowed her daughter on Instagram days ago, my mom and I are too tight for anything to ever come between us.
Yeah, she's kind of a bitch, but she's your mom.
She's my best friend. Like a lot of moms, she doesn't know how to work her phone and somehow unfollowed me.
Well, that's not true. Just admit that your mom is kind of a bitch, okay? All right, here's the deal. We're going to come back on Happy Hour and wrap this puppy up right after this with Hoppy's Hoops.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
It's time for Hoppy in the morning.
RyanHoppyRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Happy Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Say what you want, cause baby that means
life has gotten a lot better. It got hard, but I didn't sweat it. Cause I know you'll be there for me no matter the weather. I just wanna say thanks for being there for me every day. Even when I got taken away, wanted to get away. You made me stronger to continue to feel. Made me give up the life I had in the streets. It gets rough and I be needing to hold on. Never question that you're the one that I call on. Hey, just wanna show you I appreciate. Thank you for the rest of them, no matter what the fate. Just to get through it, the little me that I could do. That do it myself. I can leave again.
Doors closing.
This is the last segment.
And now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
It's Hoppe Hour!
Hey, this is Eric Zane. You're like, who? Yeah, I know. Anyway, you're listening to Ryan Hoppe. Hoppe Hour. This motherfucker is resilient as shit.
Yeah.
Everybody tries to rub Ryan's fucking face in dog shit. And then he always picks himself up.
More like ketchup.
I love that. Fuck everybody. Give them the finger and kick their ass, Ryan Hoppe. Hey, you're listening to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe. This is Eric Zane. I don't know these two people, but I know they're fucking assholes. Mike Calta and Rover, suck my dick for what you did to Ryan.
Hey, what's up? I'm Woody. That's Greg Gorey.
What's up?
Menace.
Hi.
Gina Grad.
Hey.
Seabass. There's Sammy.
Hello.
We are The Woody Show. And you are listening to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
He's the voice of a generation that got screwed by the baby boomers. Welcome back to Hoppe Hour.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
You know what I'm freaking sick and tired of? And this happens at any establishment. So I don't want anybody listening to think I'm talking about them. And if you think I'm talking about you, maybe you're doing it. If it's a kava bar, a restaurant, a fast food place, no one cares that you're in a bad mood. If you are giving business to a company, you should always be nice to the customers, okay?
Whoa! Hoppe Hot Topic!
I am. Can you believe I get sweaty during this show? I mean, going definitely doesn't help. Oh, yeah. Christian McCaffrey knocked up Olivia Culpa. Which I bet the process of making a baby would hurt. Oh, yeah. That would be the best. But one has to wonder if there's any cheating going on. Because he is an NFL player that's always out and about. And even though I'm not into guys, I know he's good looking. And then once the kid comes and it doesn't shut up, she stops putting out. But she had a baby shower, and we'll talk about it. Every other show talks about the X's and O's. We'll talk about the X's and O's.
Step inside Olivia Culpo and Christian McCaffrey's springtime baby shower. The Parisian-inspired celebration took place in Newport, Rhode Island on May 4th. The scene, set with floral arrangements.
You can tell they spent a lot of money on it. It's almost like they're millionaires.
Of roses, hydrangeas, and eucalyptus lining the tables, including a card table for guests to write notes to Olivia's future child. Playing into the nursery theme, guests were served espresso martinis and iced lattes in bear-shaped cups, and giant floral teddy bears made of cream-colored hydrangeas stood at the front of the white tent. Olivia explained to Vogue that, quote, the color choice was intentional since Christian and I are waiting until birth to find out the gender of our little one. It's a choice they announced earlier this year. And perhaps the most adorable adornment for the exciting day was the floral replica of their dog, Oliver.
All right, so that's cute. Then there's this.
BB Rexha hitting back at critics of her appearance at the 2025 Met Gala.
Man, if you critique someone at a Met Gala, you're a douchebag.
Revealing for the first time in a now deleted tweet on X.
Why does everybody post things and then delete it? Keep it up! You're famous! We're always gonna see the fucking tweet!
Formerly Twitter, she previously suffered a pregnancy loss after.
That's why you can never really be mean to somebody, because you never know what they're going through.
Stepping out on fashion's biggest night on Monday, the singer wrote, "I'm so tired of people commenting on my weight."
But what's weird is everybody thinks that women need to be skinny, like Kelly Clarkson. I'm really passionate about this. I'm going to yell, Adele, when you are thicker, there's more to spank from behind. But when you're skinny, it's like you're a skeleton. I love when a woman has more meat on the body. I've hooked up with girls so chubby that I put it in, and then they're like, that's my belly button.
I got pregnant, and it didn't work out, and I've been carrying that pain in silence.
God, you got a big-ass chest.
I never owed anyone that truth, but maybe now you'll think twice before commenting on anyone's body.
A good point.
I really had a lot of empathy for Britney Spears.
Ben Affleck is getting candid about life in the spotlight.
Yeah.
During an appearance on Theo Von's podcast this past weekend, the actor shares how intense the paparazzi can be and how he specifically felt bad for how Britney Spears was treated during the 2000s.
Yeah, she really got exploited. She also made TMZ famous. And TMZ influenced me to do this show, so you can almost thank Britney Spears for being a crazy sociopath deadbeat mom for Happy Hour existing. You can thank her or blame her.
Years ago, I really had a lot of empathy for Britney Spears because I remember that it seemed like it's not somebody that I knew or hung out with, but I just like everybody else. You see all this that comes through, but having had my own experiences myself, I knew these are people who are following her around in a time where she may or may not have been having difficulty. I don't know because I don't know her, but I do know that the cycle of having people harangue you and yell at you and hassle you and follow you, it kind of seemed like that itself was kind of whipping up the whole thing into its tizzy.
Ben goes on to say that while viewers only see the negative reaction of the celebrity, what they're missing is the paparazzi, quote, poking a stick to get that reaction.
What's taken out of the image that you see are the people around, waving the stick at the tiger or poking on it or whatever, and all you see is the growling animal or whatever it is. But a part of that is because somebody's coming around and hitting on it or whatever to make it get active, and that's where you think, okay, well, this isn't really news. It's not even real. It's not what would be happening if this effect wasn't taking place. Yeah. And that's where I thought, okay, the sort of wise thing to do is to just sort of like maintain one's perspective and try to remove yourself a little bit.
But this isn't the first time the actor has shared his frustrations with the paparazzi. During an appearance on Heart to Heart in 2024, he opens up about how he often looks angry when he gets photographed and that he
has resting bitch face. I have that. I'll let people want to talk to me at a kava bar. I had this dude the other day. Enough about Ben Affleck. I have a weird story from the other day. So there's this dude. I'm going to talk about it because it was weird. And that's just what you do. You tell weird stories on the radio. There is this dude who I really liked. He's a good dude. He's like 23 years old. He definitely falls under that umbrella. If you're in high school during COVID, you kind of win. Well, here's what happened. I used to see him at another kava bar back in the day, and I saw him. And I was not in the best mood. I wasn't in a bad mood, but I wasn't in the best mood. So what happened was, all of a sudden, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, he sits right next to me. I talked to him for 30 minutes, telling me, oh, you should get out of radio and go become a life insurance agent and whatnot. So I'm listening. I'm not agreeing, but I'm like, whatever. So what happens is this. He then goes, I've had the worst year and a half of my life. And I'm like reading Reddit, doing other things while listening. And I go, I am so sorry, bud. And he goes, that's a very contrived and fake answer. And I went, what? Yeah, like I'm saying, those Gen Z kids who were in high school during COVID are weird.
Happy hour. Happy hour.
RyanHoppyRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Happy Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Now I know that I said that was the last segment, but I'm having fun here. We're hanging out, doing our thing. And by the way, it's the weekend. Friday. Or now it's Saturday, but I want to give some props to Mason Dixon. Saturday. But here's the thing. I just don't want to end the show yet. So I'm going to play one more song, see if there's any news, and then you'll see, because this is a podcast, so you'll see after how long the show is. But until then, I want to play this banger. I used to listen to this song in the library in 7th grade. And the weird part about it is, on the video, it says that it's 18 years old. Here is Crank That Hulk.
Watch me Hulk that bitch.
Now watch me hood.
Watch me Hulk that bitch.
We don't Spider-Man it. We don't Spider-Man that bitch. 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 We don't Superman that hoe. Ain't walking out on my toe. I'ma just get real low then win out. Watch me super punch that hoe. They be hating on us, walk us, we be putting on the show. When we hit that dance floor and we be taking all them hoes, and now we call super punch that hoe. Just deep up in this thing, harking on the dance floor, so when I even if you could.
Hey, soldier boy, I told you boy, watch me super punch that hoe. Like, watch me hawk that bitch. If you ain't know, I walk it out on my toes and do myself before. Can you super punch like me? Hell no, and hell no. Watch me jig it on the floor after I crank that merry-go. Superman don't do that though. Super kick when I bounce on my toe. You can't get like me. You got them bakes on showing when I super punch that bitch. I'ma walk it out on my toe.
We don't Spider-Man that bitch. We don't Superman that hoe. We don't Batman that bitch. We just super punch that hoe. Now watch me hood. Now watch me hood. Now watch me hood. Now watch me hood. We don't Spider-Man that bitch. We don't Superman that hoe. We don't Batman that bitch. We just super punch that hoe. Now watch me hood. Now watch me hood. Now watch me hood. Now watch me hood.
Hey, yo, walk up in these hoes and watch me crank my
them out just like a Kit Kat. Dudes, you better get back before I had to step up. Don't wanna bust you in your dome and leave you dripping ketchup. You go ahead and soup man that old. What they don't know, I'm about to soup punch that old. Soup punch that right off in the nose. Dude thinking he can flow, fate I'm about to let him know.
Soldier boy, you a bitch, you ain't nothing but a lame man. You softer than the muffin, sweeter than the candy cane. And your whole crew rack, y'all need to stay out the booth. Your album wouldn't drop if you threw it off the roof. Nigga, you ain't ready, man. My whole crew heavy, man. North Cocky back, we known for riding in them Chevys, man. So if you see us roll up, you better hit the flow. We got them tools on deck, and we bout to let them blow.
We don't Spider-Man that bitch, we don't Superman that hoe. We don't Batman that bitch, we just Super Punch that hoe. Now watch me We don't Spider-Man that bitch, we don't Superman that hoe. We don't Batman that bitch, we just Super Punch that hoe. Now watch me
We don't Spider-Man that hoe, man. My moves too fantastic. Hit him with the 9 and make his body do gymnastics. Now I'm in the club, watch me move it, watch me move it. Those belt and pop, can you do it, can you do it? You wanna know how I do my shit? Pay attention, watch me twist. Throwing bars, super kick. Money on my head, I'm taking risks. Super that, boy, you better duck, man. Left hook, bounce, jazz, straight up a touch, man.
walk it out on my toe, walk it out on my toe, walk it out on my walk it out on my toe, walk it out on my toe, walk it out on my toe, walk it out on my We don't Spider-Man that bitch, we don't Superman that hoe. That bitch, we just Superman.
I got it. Water.
We don't Batman that bitch, we just Superman that hoe.
Yeah. I feel like I'm in 7th grade again. Oh, jeez. Whatever.
Doors closed.
This should be the last segment.
And now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
It's Hoppe Hour!
Me, Ryan, Hoppe.
Hey, this is Drew Lane, and you're listening to Florida radio legend Ryan Hoppe.
Hey, this is Gary Meyer, and as refreshing as a McDonald's Coca-Cola, Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Hey, this is Rick Rumble from Rumble in the Morning on FM 99 in Norfolk, Virginia, and you are listening to Hoppe Hour with my buddy Ryan Hoppe.
Hey, it's Intern John from Intern John, your morning show. You're listening to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Recording for the average Joe and Jane because we don't discriminate by gender.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most
My mic was off. I'm getting tired.
show on the planet that the other stations are tuned into.
Oh, jeez. Computer malfunction. Play the song!
Yeah. Yo.
Isn't this show something? It was like, do you want to play this song? I'm like, yeah!
You're the mic, kicking off the talking about the love, the news, keeping it tight. 85 609 46 773. Hit the digits, call the show, section mind free.
Oh, sure.
Agents, the wild tales, ain't no rest in the world syndicated.
Hoppe is the best.
Hoppe Hour's live.
I don't want to be a radio narcissist that talks in third person, no.
Praise and toast worldwide. The city lights glowing bright. We're Ryan Hoppe. We celebrate the night. Hot topics, saucy talk, tales so
Again, it says you're about to start playback. Do you want to play this song? Fucking play the song.
Yo.
Ryan Hoppe.
If my MacBook acting up is the biggest thing for today, I live a good life.
Out the dreams and swipes wild.
Time for Happy's Hoops.
Dropping knowledge bombs all in on the schemes. Hoppy's Hoops, man, he knows it all. From scandals to the court, rise and fall. Tune in, now you'll have a ball.
Oh, I'm so pumped up right now.
The hour got that shock and awe. MJ
856
legends in the game.
49 Hoppy. That's 856-494-6773.
He ain't playing
ticket. Tweet me at Ryan Hoppy Radio.
Nothing left the same.
You can always email me RyanHoppyRadio@gmail.com.
To the court, rise and fall. Tune in, now you'll have a ball. Hoppy hour got that shock and awe. Crazy exes, wild and scandalous.
I know about crazy exes. And they would say the same about me. Woohoo! That's how breakups work.
Buddy dives deeper.
Happy hot topic.
All right, let's turn to the NBA playoffs now. A couple of big games overnight.
Okay.
2 more on tap for today. ABC's Ashin Singh is at Madison Square Garden. All right, let's turn to the NBA playoffs now. A couple of big games overnight and 2 more on tap for today. ABC's Ashin Singh is at Madison Square Garden with the details. Ashin, good morning.
What up, bro?
Good morning, Whit. And that's right, we're here at MSG, and you can feel it in the...
Yo. If you're outside of Madison Square Garden, reporting on the New York Knicks, you got to talk with a little bit of swag. You can't just be outside of Madison Square Garden, MSG, and go, yo, what's up? We're here. Yo, you got to do that little New York thing where you talk a little bit like this.
Morning, Whit. And that's right, we're here at MSG, and you can feel it in the air here in the Mecca. Basketball is back here in New York, and it's playoff time as the...
Hell yeah!
Look to take on the Celtics later today. But before we talk about today's...
before we do that, dog.
Games, let's talk a little bit about last night's as the Cleveland Cavaliers, the number 1 seed, finally bounced back after being down a shocking 0-2 hole against the Indiana Pacers.
To any of my 70 downloads in Cleveland, more like 7,000. Any of my listeners out there, leave me a voicemail. Let me know what you think of the Cavaliers. 856-49-HOPPY. It's 856-494-6773. Because Tyrese Halliburton, the first 2 games, looked like a baller, a shot caller. And then last night, he was a no good.
Cavs star Donovan Mitchell dropped a whopping 43 points, and their team finally returned to full strength after being hit by the injury bug. The Cavs will now look to even the series in a game 4 in Indiana on Sunday.
It's weird. Whenever they play in Indiana, everyone's wearing the same shirt, and it looks like fucking mustard. Even though I love mustard because I'm from Chicago and that's what you only put on a hot dog and other things. But I usually like mustard color, but when it's an Indiana Pacers game, I know God. The same with Oklahoma City Thunder. All these small cities where that's all they have, it's kind of a cult.
And in the West, the Thunder took on the Denver Nuggets where the series was notched at 1 apiece.
That was an interesting game. I had the Nuggets win the first game of the series, and in the second game, they lose by 40, and Oklahoma City just looks unstoppable. And then last night, the Nuggets were balling.
In a shocker, Denver took down the 1-seeded OKC to give them a series lead. And guys, the drama continues today. We've got a great slate of games ahead. Like I said earlier,
what do you got, dog? You got some Coke?
Celtics are in town looking to take on the Knicks, who have a 2-0 lead against the defending champs.
Yeah, it's so weird because I used to see Jalen Brunson beat my high school in the playoffs, and now he's a grown man.
I don't think anybody saw it coming. And in the West, we've got Anthony Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Whatever. So there's that. All right. Finally, I know today's show has been chaotic. I am out of my mind. You know what I think it is? And this is not me kissing ass. This is not me because he's one of my friends. But this guy right here influences me.
Hey, it's MJ from the MJ Morning Show on Q105, 104.7 FM Tampa Bay. And you're listening to the Hoppy Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
I have worked on MJ and his morning show about 70 times. It's funny how that's the number I keep thinking. I've worked on his show probably 70, 80 times. It's just that number is so stuck to me. And he is one of the greatest talents ever. And he taught me about long form talking. And you can either love him or hate him for that. but he's one of the GOATs. He's on the Mount Rushmore of Tampa Bay radio. Finally, this is what LeBron had to say about his season. Which, this right here is why he's not Kobe, why he's not Jordan. Hell, he's not even Magic when it comes to caring about winning or losing. He's given up.
How does kind of these like media narratives enter your frame of mind at
It's Steve Nash and LeBron.
this time of year? Like, for example, because it's the Lakers, because it's you and Luka, it's all about how did the Lakers lose this
Yeah, you lost awfully.
series. Really? What happened here is Minnesota's a hell of a team and they won the series.
Excuses. If LeBron is such the GOAT, he wouldn't have such a bad record in the NBA Finals, and he would have more rings. But he cares more about the clout, and he's probably also freaking out a little bit about Diddy, man.
Like, how do you deal with some of that when you try to process all this?
Yeah. For me, I've definitely learned over the years
that it doesn't matter that you're not LeBron you're not Jordan or Kobe?
Teams win championships.
Oh, so now that's what we're going to do. The last few coaches have not been the right fit for LeBron. But now you blame your fucking team? Dude, we know you went to Diddy parties. Dude, we know that you cheat on Savannah. Stop acting like it's everyone else's problem. You're a problem. You're one of the greatest players ever. No one can take that from you. But you can never take accountability. It's everybody else's fault. That's why you've been on so many teams. And that's why you probably cheat on your wife so much. You're indecisive.
Mm-hmm. And, it's never, always. Teams always win championships.
Yeah, play everybody else. Did you ever hear Kobe say that? Or Magic or Larry Bird? You're a brat, LeBron.
And yes, individuals get a lot of the accolades and the praise.
Yeah, that's all I care about. I'm just playing so I can have these incredible stats that make me look better than I really am.
But a collective group, wins championships.
So then, if you're so great, LeBron, why doesn't everybody play better around you? Oh, that's right. You're washed up and you won't retire because you don't want to get rid of the spotlight. And you make people that actually earn things because of who their father is look bad because your kid sucks at basketball and he's a Nepo baby.
No, you have your big guys that make big plays at the end of games, throughout the game.
What about you? That's you, dude. That's what you are. If you're such the GOAT, why are you blaming everyone else?
Whatever the case may be, but ultimately, teams win championships, man.
Yeah. And if you're the main focal point and your team around you sucks, that might be a you problem. Think about it. Whenever he was on the Miami Heat and he made people like Mike Miller really good, everybody was like, yeah, that's because of LeBron. It's kind of like when Trump wants to take credit for the good things that happen with the economy, but then when the bad things is because of Biden, you can't have it both ways.
And I understand that, and it's never just about me and Luka. It was never just about, Anthony Edwards and Julius Randle. It was always...
No, it was. They blew you guys out of the water.
It's Minnesota versus the Lakers, and I understand that, and I am at a point in my career now where
I don't care, and I'm just stat padding at this point and banging other people that are preying on my wife.
I don't lose sleep over that. Fuck.
Because you don't have the heart anymore. You're a social media slut.
How did me and Luka lose?
Yeah, how did you lose? This was supposed to be the game-changing trade. And give me a break on the 2020 NBA championship. Oh, my God. That was during COVID, and nobody was in shape. They have done nothing since then.
Well, yeah. There's 8 other guys on the floor. Yeah. So.
Blame everyone else. You're such a narcissist, dude. Such a douche. And I know people that were bartenders in Cleveland, and you don't tip, and you would allegedly go out with other women that weren't your wife.
Of course.
Yeah. So,
it's always, it's the nature of the business.
Yeah, coming from someone that never won a championship, known as Steve Nash.
It's the nature of the business. When you've played 22 years.
That's the thing. You can play 50 years, but you're still not even better than Kobe.
You've heard that. You've seen that before.
You might be the most gifted player ever, but all-time great when it comes to winning. About a 7 out of 10.
But it is an interesting talking point in general. Is that you guys are a developing roster.
They've been saying that for 3 years. They were a developing roster with Anthony Davis, and then they were a developing roster with Luka. When is it going to ever be that LeBron's the problem? Did you notice when LeBron was out that Luka was playing better? But when LeBron was in, Luka wasn't playing well? You can't have it be, LeBron, that when things are good, you get the credit. But when things are bad, it's not your fault. Shut up. You're not a leader. You're a coward.
You traded for a big generational piece, but that doesn't mean the roster is balanced, is fully formed, and you don't have time once getting Luka to make.
Next year, if they win a championship, I'll shut up. He needs to win a legitimate championship with the Lakers. Because the COVID bubble doesn't count.
Moves necessarily that are going to allow you to kind of fulfill that roster, like a way Minnesota is. Like Minnesota.
Yeah, you know, they actually have heart.
Minnesota could trade pieces out.
And they care.
But essentially, they're a balanced roster.
Yeah. You
could say I'd rather this guy than that guy, but
and maybe that's because you made them draft your fucking kid who sucks, and there were better players that did well this year that were drafted after him. Mm-hmm.
They have the position.
But you got to be, I'm playing with my son. He's a Nepo baby who would rather play video games, bro.
Yeah, and the only thing they changed, in the offseason, they brought in two guys. They kind of lost a big piece. They lost, obviously Cat, but brought in Julius and DiVincenzo, and the other guys came back, so the experience of being in the Western Conference Finals last year, DiVincenzo's played.
Yeah, you couldn't even make it, bro.
In big games.
First round loss. Mm-hmm. And then they made this whole play-in tournament because you couldn't make it in. It's all about you, bro. But I really hope, if it's true that you were at Diddy parties, I hope it all comes out.
And those guys just learn and continue to build.
Yeah.
Their regular season, I don't think their regular season gave them it didn't give any of us or the narrative that how good of a team they were at.
Shut up, dude. You know that you're not Jordan. It drives you nuts. Let me be fair. I want to get the correct stats. LeBron James's record in the finals. Mm-hmm. Let me see here. He is 4-6 in the finals with 10 appearances. What is Kobe Bryant's finals record? Let me see here. 5-2. Not Kevin Durant. Well, he's 2-0, but he doesn't count. But Michael Jordan 6-0. You're not them, bro. I want to end this show. I've been very hyper today, but I want to end this show by playing this video of when LeBron was doing an Instagram live during COVID with Diddy.
Everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party.
Yeah, look at that. He's pretty much admitting that he hangs out with Diddy. You notice how when that stuff started to come out, things got really bad for him?
Bron! We know you was at them Diddy parties, man.
God. I liked him on the Miami Heat. I didn't mind him. I love-hated him on the Heat, but I respected that he was winning. But my God, when I tell you that him on the Lakers is insufferable, he only did it to be in Space Jam. And then there's this.
Oh, hey, everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah. They asking for Bronny. They asking for Bronny.
Yeah, this is them looking for Bronny. He doesn't want to be on camera. This is during COVID.
Hey, go get your brother.
So I can't really show more because there's music, but he goes, Bronny don't want to be on camera. Bronny don't want to be on camera. Yeah, because he doesn't want to be around that pedophile.